Yeah. I'm not wearing one of the masks.
You ain't blobbing
No,
out?
I'm not blobbing. I don't know what that is.
Dude,
and I'm not going to do it.
Fucking Mr. Blobby, he's right there.
No,
He's
it's
right
literally
there on the fucking shelf.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to Off Topic episode number 29. This episode sponsored by H1Z1 and Blue Apron. And Gavin, fuck. I heard someone whisper from broadcast, "Oh my god."
I just want.
As you
why
just
is my
poured the
arm
coffee
wet?
all over your face, because dedication though, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Because there's no mouth hole.
Was it hot?
Yeah, he just made it.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I was gonna do that with this, but this is cold, so that's fine.
Yeah.
There's also liquor in that. Don't spoil it.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Don't
true.
waste it.
But we got through the intro,
Yeah.
at least. I said the sponsors. I'm Michael. This week we've got Jeff,
Hey,
Gavin,
I'm Gavin.
and Matt Bragg,
Hey,
and Mr. Blobby. Doesn't that look great?
I'm glad we're getting Mr. Blobby going global.
Mr. Blobby. So, do you want to give a quick
he looks like
description
a.
of who Mr. Blobby is for
He looks
people
like a.
that don't know?
He looks like a soft spotted dildo.
He does look like he does look spotted. Here's the best part. Like, Lindsay bought that thing for Gavin, and she bought these masks for his
Yeah.
birthday. It was like, when the fuck was your birthday?
Lindsay's
When
probably
is
the
it?
most
Isn't
thoughtful.
Wait, did it happen yet? When the fuck is your birthday?
It was
Come-
in the middle of May.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Happy birthday.
yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, of
Cheers.
course. See, you weren't here. Whatever. Who cares?
I wished you a happy birthday at the time.
But she bought that little plushie, and that came a couple days ago. You got it. The first thing you said was like, "Oh, the proportions are all wrong." Like, as soon as he held it, he's
Well, I
like,
mean,
"Oh,
the-
it's all off."
The legs are longer. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, but who the hell
but
is
you
he, and
won't
what
spoil
is it?
He's like a abomination from the 90s.
yeah.
Who
Yeah, I can tell.
they would use to prank celebrities. They would trick them into thinking it was the host of a kids' TV show, and then it would just be like the creepiest thing and go nuts and smash the setup and make hideous sounds. And Noel Edmonds was inside.
Right.
All right.
Who's if you're British,
story.
your mind was blown right there. You were just like, yeah.
I
So-
love Mr. Blobby.
So here's the thing: I don't have any of that with Mr. Blobby.
Yeah.
Blobby. I don't know any of those people or any of that, but I do know Mr. Blobby because I mean he came with you, 4 years ago
Yeah.
to
just
America,
The way he moves.
and just
the way he is.
just like years of hearing about it.
Noel Edmonds.
This is a thing that I know now.
Noel Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
He's Pat Sharp's lover, right? That's how that works.
So yeah, but what they would do is they would have the celebrity come in and then do a rehearsal, and the guy who was gonna be Mr. Blobby
It was a
just,
giant costume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like
Like
they
a-
look
like-
that.
like
no,
Barney
that's,
the Dinosaur
that's something they
almost.
made in the lab somewhere.
Yeah.
But
But during-
it's fucking freaky.
During
looking.
rehearsal, the guy would just have like the sleeves on and the legs, and they'd be like doing like a proper rehearsal. I'm like, all right, then, Mr. Blobby.
And he was like a normal person.
But then he would come out dressed
Jesus.
fully in the thing and absolutely trash the place. That's Noel Edmonds.
Wait, so he had the sleeves and the legs?
No, he's saying he wore
okay.
most of the
Yeah.
costume to
Yeah.
trick people.
Yeah.
Got it.
But
got it.
Then they put a famous celebrity in it. He put the head on and he fucked it all up just to piss off
Yeah.
their guests.
And then he would like pop his head open at the end, and it'd be Noel Edmonds, and the celebrity would be like, "God damn it!"
It's like Eric Andre show, kind of.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
I feel like if I'm being honest, Eric Andre of anyone would pull inspiration from this fucking thing
Yeah.
to put on his show. So we were talking about it today. Mr. Blobby comes up all the time. Like every couple months, he hits in the Rooster Teeth offices, or at least in Achievement Hunter. And I guess Lindsay just got these masks delivered today, which is why we
Yeah.
were wearing them.
It was like seconds before this.
Yeah. So we're fucking.
Don't stop the podcast. Wait.
Yeah. ah! Oh shit! Where's yours?
Yeah, I must have left it in the.
We're talking about
Trash
Mr.
can.
Blobby, and Gavin goes, he's like, I gotta wear that suit before I die.
Yeah, I want to somehow get to the point where I can climb into the real Blobby suit just for like a minute. And
mean-
just experience being Blobby.
Even you say that, like, there's got to be more than one suit, right?
I am
Like,
sure.
They
I
have
mean-
to have shitloads.
And the thing gets trashed every time they
Yeah.
use it. Like, Jeremy was showing me, because Jeremy knows about Mr. Blobby because he watches a lot of English TV.
Of course.
And they brought him
Yeah.
out recently.
Doesn't
and
watch
not?
movies here, but
Like, he slipped on his
he knows
face.
about Mr. Blobby.
He slipped on his face and one of his eyes came off.
Jesus.
The thing is about Mr. Blobby is that the guy inside must feel completely invincible. 'Cause
Right.
He just throws himself around, is like smashing through the sets and stuff.
I mean, essentially,
And it's just a big
Well, it's-
like
yeah.
rubber
The
pad. on
Mr.
him.
Blobby outfit is like those giant outfits that people wear when they're training like cop dogs, and they get bit, and they're like
throw
this,
yourself
and
downstairs.
they just took a pink sheet and like layered it around him.
It's like the
turned him
fat
into a-
suits in Jackass.
Yeah.
Fat boys are back.
I mean, like, looking at that thing, though, I would think it's like an honest-to-God monster and attack the shit out of it.
Yeah, but look, it's got a
like,
smile
gotta
on his
have- well, I
face,
know.
though.
That's worse, though. That looks fucking creepy.
It's fucking hideous. And here's the worst part about it is the voice that Mr. Blobby has.
It used one of those voice changer things.
It's like a
to,
voice
pitch
changer,
it way up
but
and
it
down.
uses like 2 frequencies at once.
Yeah.
So it's a guy talking, first of all, just saying blobby, blobby, blobby. But it's like way up and way down
But
at
so-
the same time.
And he's
so
always
it's
yelling.
it's like blobby, blobby, blobby mixed with blobby, blobby, blobby at the
So
same
He
time.
literally could just be going like, blobby, 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 and then switch over to, I kidnapped your daughter.
Yeah,
At any
it
moment.
sounds like a demon speaking.
Yeah, they nailed it. But basically, that only lasted 1 season. They were only able to prank like 1 year's worth of celebrities because after that, everyone knew what Mr.
like
Blobby
the
was.
Ali
It was
G
like
problem.
a sensation. Yeah.
Gotta go to
Or
America.
Bo Selector, yeah.
Why didn't they just have a new blobby suit? Like,
think
it just-
people would
maybe like
expect
a different color or a different
He
weird
actually at one point
abomination.
did have an expanded family. He had like little blobby kids and a blobby wife.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Absolute
Good.
icon.
Good times.
National treasure.
Good times.
And speaking of Jackass, you're way behind on ridiculousness, right?
Oh.
Can we
Millie and I are, like,
come over for
seasons
like a
ahead.
week and
Yeah, dude,
catch
dude.
me up?
Every
You know where I live,
fucking
motherfucker.
podcast that the two of you are on, this is the conversation. You say you're behind, and you're like, "Can I come over?" It's just you. You don't go over his house.
What are you doing tonight?
Just go over his
I'm
fucking
you're
house.
busy.
sitting at my house watching
This
ridiculousness.
doesn't count.
I will come over tonight and watch Ridiculousness.
All right, we'll
for
see
real.
about that.
For real.
Anyway,
I don't
Pontius
know.
was on the other day.
Was he?
Yeah, he got
So
old.
dirty.
Old.
The man is just like human filth. Like when I think of filth, like if I just saw a bunch of dirt and feces and like boogers and just like old, like rancid milk piled up somewhere in the
That would be
sun.
Chris Pontius
And
here?
it like in a like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles scenario, somehow like ooze fell on it and it became a person. It would
Right.
become Chris Pontius.
It's like
Think
if an STD could walk.
The thing about Pontius though, he never
awesome.
gave
Jesus.
satisfying reactions to pain. Like whenever they zapped his gooch and stuff, he'd just be like, and
Yeah,
then
but
when the snake bit his dick, he was like, woo! And it's like you shouldn't be reacting like that. You should be like, oh!
The guy he's never not smiled, right?
No, he's always having the time of his life.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's something to be admired about that, though, right?
he figured it out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can make that work.
I'm just rolling around,
Yeah.
literally rolling around in my own filth.
You get hit in the head enough.
All your pain receptors just switch to pleasure, and you're like, oh yeah, bite me in the dick. Woohoo.
I'm hungry. I want to eat lunch.
Yeah, you are hungry, little
That'll
guy.
fill some gap.
It will fill. It will fill. After a time, it'll make you hungry.
Is that a little bit of
But
waste?
for now, it'll fill.
It's a Diet Coke and maybe like a splash.
Man,
We
last
should.
night on the other podcast, Chris had Red Bull mixed with whiskey and tequila,
That's
and it smelled like medicine.
what?
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know what
and I
that
was just
is.
gonna say we should mention this is pre-recorded. You say last night. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
'Cause we're going to Let's Play Live. It's
Yeah.
this week. And in fact, if you're watching this pseudo live is when it should be live, but it isn't.
Yes.
We're in LA right now to do Let's Play Live tonight.
So some
it's
people
like-
might be watching this in LA, about to see us tonight.
Right. They're like, hum-de-dum-de-dum. Fuck, they're still in Austin? Oh, it's pre-recorded. Okay. We're good. You okay?
Yeah.
So,
Are you guys excited for Let's Play Live?
yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. You know, I'll come. Fans will be there. I assume. We'll play some games. I'll insult Funhouse.
I haven't even seen the schedule of what I'm playing.
Yeah, but that's not different
You know all
at
that,
all.
right?
You
At this
could.
point?
It could be 3 years ago, and you'd be accurate.
I know
Talking
what-
about anything.
I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Don't tell him, because he's. Don't tell him.
Well, if people, I don't want to spoil it for people.
It'll
that maybe watch it
spoil.
now.
Dude, what am I doing?
You're fucking holding down the office.
am
You're holding down the
here,
fort. Yeah. You're
You'd
building
be
in
in charge of
Minecraft.
this table right here if you want. Just come look at it.
it'll
on
I'll come
Friday.
sit on it for like, an
At,
hour. or
Don't
two.
sit
at
on the
9
table,
o'clock on a
please.
Friday night, I assume you'll be building something for me in Minecraft.
Probably.
Like,
Ouch.
Great job on
It's-
Chief Lannis,
yeah.
by the way.
Oh,
Sure,
dude,
thanks,
Chief
man.
Lano's top notch.
so how did you do that? Did you have to have 2 games open to do that?
I,
Because there's no way you would have done that from pictures. You would have had to be signed in and on the original achievement logo.
I took pictures originally, and then that got fucking boring. So I just eventually opened up Larry's console and had him stand there,
Yeah.
and just moved him around whenever I needed to get like good shots of stuff to build.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's what
It
we
was
did
not
with
super fun.
Dark
Dark
Achievement
Achievement
City,
City,
I think, is
yeah.
that I just stayed in the overworld.
Yeah.
Like a lazy prick.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun to build, except annoying as shit because I had to like rebuild it, but I rebuilt it with different shit, and then I had to keep in my head like what I had replaced with what, so it was
Yeah.
consistent.
It was
through
like
the
a
whole
texture
thing.
pack that only exists in your
Yeah,
mind.
exactly.
Did we find all the Easter eggs?
Did you talk about the anchor?
Anchor?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, like you guys had the anvil in Achievement City. It's like official Achievement City
Yeah,
anvil.
yeah.
So I just put an anvil there and was like, oh, it's an anchor, and don't fuck with it because the whole city will rise up if you fuck with it.
Oh,
we
I
did
think
not.
I think I
No.
saw that.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
talk about it. I thought the well shit was the funniest one.
Yeah, I think Trevor actually might put that one down there because we were trying to figure out a way to make you guys not break it. And then
Well,
we
Gavin was
eventually,
playing.
yeah, exactly. We eventually just like, yeah, Gavin is gonna break it, and we specifically
look,
said you.
I
we
think
almost
since-
wrote your name down and said fucking shit, Gavin, but no.
Thanks,
we
Gavin.
just wanted to generalize it in case someone else.
I'm
fucked
pretty
up.
sure I tried to burn down Griff Ball and Mine Ball.
You did.
You did.
So why wouldn't
Also,
I try and trash
exactly.
this?
Also, as soon as we got there, playing like, oh, it's a Chief Lantis, I immediately walked up to the button. And I'm like, oh, what's the button? And
There-
Gavin came over and he's looking at it. I'm like, it's a button, Gavin. And he goes, did you push it? And I'm like, yeah. No, I didn't. And he goes, oh. And then he
Yeah,
immediately
I-
pushed it.
And you were just like,
That was-
ballsy move.
I
We
was
just
like,
got it.
I just looked at him. I'm like,
You kidding me?
we'll see where it goes.
You can't present me with something like that.
I can. And I did.
You knew that was going to happen, right?
If I knew there was
If
a
I'd
chance.
have pressed the button and it all exploded, you would take 50% of the blame.
Absolutely not.
Why?
I would
What-
take 10, maybe 15% of the blame for showing it to
What
you.
were you?
I'm
What
not
would
gonna
you be
take
trying to do there?
I was trying to show you the button that he faithfully recreated your plan G.
What
You
I
know,
really
like in
wanted to do-
Minecraft, when I have half a heart of health left,
Yeah.
and I just walk up to you and I just like tap you with a stick,
Yes.
and you kill me.
Yes, that's happened several times.
It's mostly my fault. Like, are you gonna take all the blame for killing me, or was I egging you on?
No, I agree that you were egging me on, and then also it's still not my fault if you push the button. So,
Do you guys think that there's any Mexican food left from yesterday?
Yes, probably.
there probably is. It's probably at the bottom of the dumpster.
No, there was some food by the
Yeah.
coffee machine, like
Oh.
a bunch of white paste.
Dude, you fucking should get
White
after
paste.
it. If
Yeah,
you want
I'm
to go
not
get
sure
some
if it was,
white
like,
paste and come back
Congealed
with it.
queso or something.
You want to get no? There was no queso yesterday,
Oh.
so that's probably not what it is.
Could just be the cheese melted into
I don't know
one.
what that is now.
Yeah, go and look at the thing by the coffee machine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
something.
go get in there.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, okay, maybe later.
Maybe later.
Not that hungry now.
Pretty hungry.
So E3,
I know, dude.
that's popping.
Hey, let me ask you guys a
Any
question.
shit you're interested in?
Let me ask you guys a question. They always have the
Oh.
each year. It's always like who won E3,
Yeah.
Microsoft, PlayStation,
Yeah.
or Nintendo. I almost always think Microsoft wins, even
Yeah.
though the population seems to disagree.
Right.
yeah.
I think maybe Sony had it this year.
I
They seem like they had a lot of cool
I'll
stuff.
be honest. I think,
They did.
and I'm probably like in the minority here. I think Nintendo didn't win. So
I think Bethesda did
Crazy.
pretty
Well,
well.
their conference is still happening. It only has 2 games, but I mean,
why
who
do they
knows?
have
It's
a conference?
mystery.
Like they should just show up and be like, yeah, we're Nintendo. We're still here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See you next year.
That's basically
Who
what
cares?
They,
They
do
don't
anyway.
show anything, or it's like, oh, they showed Zelda. Wow, the game we knew was coming out. Like,
Here's a new amiibo.
I don't fucking care. Like
Yeah.
the last 30 seconds was the only interesting part about Zelda, anyway.
I will say,
But the way they started their Pokemon shit was like, man, you guys are excited for Pokemon? Check out this new trailer. It's an old trailer. Sorry that you guys have already seen it already, and then they just played the game for like 20 minutes.
you know, I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, that's true. It's always a new trailer
Jeff,
to you.
he was actually excited.
Yeah,
You were like,
he
this
was.
looks awesome.
Kotaku, they always do that thing like right before E3 starts. They're like, let's look at last year's E3 and see if everybody like delivered on their promises.
Right.
I will say this, and so I always read that because I find it interesting. Sony and Microsoft were about the same. It was mostly like yes, yes, not yet, yes, yes, not yet, sort of, yes, not yet, sort of, and like one no, right?
Okay.
Nintendo, I looked at theirs and it was like yes, 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 partially yes, 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 yes. Like so, apparently they deliver on whatever.
Right, they deliver on
If you
the
don't
3 or
announce,
4
if you don't
things.
announce shit, you don't
Right.
have to disappoint
Yeah.
people.
Right.
Well,
fucking.
the thing is, like, they deliver despite their fans, where it's like, all the people are just like, man, that Metroid game looks like utter shit. Never make it. And Nintendo's like, no, we're going to keep doing it. You'll love it. Don't care. You'll love it.
Fuck you, pay
Talk
for
about
it.
Other
Yeah.
M.
Yeah, Other M and Federation Force.
I don't even know what that one is.
Exactly. And you don't need to know it.
I could deal with a Prime 4.
Dude, I would
Play
love a
Metroid
Prime
Prime
4,
4.
but they're just like, no, I want you to play as a Federation trooper, run around your 3DS. Fuck Prime 4, because HD would be terrible.
I agree that Bethesda had a pretty good press conference. I'm glad they're
did.
finally doing those. I find it amusing that they push Dishonored so hard Like they really want people to give a shit about that game.
Yeah,
like
and
all of the
and
best
nobody
stuff.
cared that much about the first one.
I know,
Like,
it's
I
like-
played it. I love
Yeah.
that game. I could not find a fucking person to talk to about that game. Nobody played it.
Yeah, I watched you play it, and I just
Like, what is
couldn't
this?
get interested in it.
Oh, that's cool. It's like, oh, okay, Dishonored 2, sure, whatever. But it got so much of like attention from them. And
It
it's
looks-
like,
it looks cool.
Guys,
It's very
They said
Bioshocky.
they said Fallout in VR. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
that was the
Well,
thing.
but
They
that's,
did all
like,
this
all they
stuff.
had to say though. It's like,
Who
Fallout
cares,
VR.
dude? Say it over and over and over again.
They had like
Very
they had-
VR heavy.
They had
Yeah.
the front bit, and then they had like, oh, and then we're doing all this cool stuff for Fallout, and there's Skyrim remaster. I was like, this is awesome. And then they went on for like half an hour about Dishonored.
Yeah.
I was like, they put all their best stuff in like a sliver in the middle.
Fucking, you're gonna have a DLC where you can create your own vault?
Yeah, I'm
I
so
know, right?
excited to do that.
Yeah,
And it's
I
like
want to make
coming
a
out in,
Gary
like, a
vault.
week or two. It's like pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I might do what I did with Fallout 3 and just wait for everything to be out.
Yeah,
And then play
that's-
all of the extra
Have you not
stuff
played?
in one
Have you
go.
played 4 at all?
I played all of like vanilla 4.
Oh yeah, same here. I haven't touched any of the
I
DLCs.
I
played
don't
like
wanna-
5 hours of 4.
It's good. It's really good.
You keep saying this.
I know.
and I want to choke.
I
you to
know,
death
and every time I say it, I haven't played
You've
it.
got the best game ever, just sitting there, right there.
Wait, are we
Dude.
talking about Fallout or Peggle?
Oh, imagine if they dropped Peggle 3.
Dude, imagine Peggle combined with Fallout.
That'd be cool.
Or
I can do
Far
that.
Cry Blood Dragon.
Well, that's
Who
why
knows?
we're having that conversation.
I played Battlefield 1, and I'm very excited about the game. I feel like
Were you the one that went 1 and 8?
No,
It said
10?
Rooster Teeth 1 and 8.
that would be Bernie. But
Yeah.
he was capturing. He was getting good score. He was also driving, so you can't really blame him.
Sure.
But I feel like Battlefield games, when they come out, I'll play them solidly for maybe a day or two, just like really playing it, and then it drops off very fast.
Except
I feel
for
like
1942.
I feel like I'll
43,
play
yeah.
Battlefield 1 for a long time. It was incredibly fun.
Michael and I were just-
Incredibly fun.
Michael and I were just talking about that this morning, like AAA titles that we never finished or we didn't even come close to. I played 1 level of Battlefield Hardline, and it was great. And I was like, this is awesome.
You should have kept going because
Yeah.
It was great.
The boom arrested mechanic was the best part of the whole fucking game.
It was great.
Where,
I don't
like-
know why I didn't continue.
It really is
I
really
also
fun.
I also found out today that I played 125. No,
125.
what's 25 plus 17?
It was 125. Was
Well,
what you told
I
me.
didn't give you the full score. What's 25 plus 17?
30. Oh wait, no, 42.
142 hours of Gems of War.
Yeah. Jesus. Why?
It's
You should
great.
say that stuff publicly.
great.
I know.
Like,
I
you're the
could have
head-
said, he said it earlier
I
at
could have
125. He just added 17 hours.
That's
You're the
like-
head of
because it
Achievement
was
Hunter.
like the whatever days plus 17 hours.
That's
I like it. I realized that if I were to take that 100 and however many hours it was and portion it up, I could beat every AAA title
Right.
that I haven't.
You
beaten.
absolutely could. So that's the shit where like about once a month people will tweet me and be like, "Hey, there's this website. It tells you how long you played Minecraft." I'm like, and I don't ever want to go there because I don't want to know the months of my life that have been living in that blocky
Minecraft
world.
Realms.
Can I talk about
Yeah, I
how
know, right?
that's cool? That'd be interesting. Hopefully, that could be very beneficial for us. Can I talk about
Yeah.
something cool that happened yesterday?
Yeah.
Speaking of Minecraft, my beautiful daughter, my lovely daughter, plays so much Minecraft. Right? She's a gamer, identifies as a gamer, but she plays like 99.9% of what she does is Minecraft. And I'm always trying to get her into other games. I mean, we played Halo 5 together. She plays Call of Duty on like maybe once a
Yeah,
week. Like
every
she
once in
plays
a
other games, but it's just always Minecraft. Always Minecraft. Last night she came to me after I got home from dinner, and she goes, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Yeah, why? What's up?" She goes, "Can I have Overwatch?" And I was like, "Excuse me?" And she was like, "I think I want to play Overwatch." And I was like, "Hold on a second."
Yeah.
There you go. It's
Immediately.
downloaded right
happening?
now. And then I waited an hour, and then I went in and I watched her play for an hour, and it was fucking awesome.
Dude, that game.
So happy that she the commercials got her, like trailers got
Yeah?
her,
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like all of the girls look awesome in it, and I want to play all those girls, and I was like, fucking yes. So I watched Millie play Overwatch for like an
What'd
hour.
she play
It was
as?
great.
Yeah.
She played as like 4 or 5 different characters. I don't know the character. I only know the characters I play.
Go
but
for it. Just
She
ride
played
them.
so there's like the DVA girl, Diva or
Diva.
whatever. She played her for a bit, and then she played the
DVDA.
like the
Not to be confused with DVDA girl.
Yeah.
kind of like the muscly like support chick.
Zarya.
She played the like Egyptian woman,
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. She played Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And then she played the girl with the 2 pistols,
Tracer.
Tracer, and
Yeah.
she liked Tracer a lot.
She's
Yeah.
she's the Overwatch.
She is.
She's the main
Her
character.
butt's on
yeah,
the
yeah,
front
she
of the
really-
screen all the
Overwatch.
time.
She really
Yeah.
likes
When do
Tracer.
you think Millie will be more famous than Stampy?
I don't know. I don't know. Interesting question.
say.
She's about to.
I hope that
She's
one
got a
day-
video on DreamWorks that's about to hit 4 million views if it hasn't already.
I think one day you'll work for her.
I hope so.
No, you won't.
close.
You'll be dead, right?
That's also possible.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Like, I'm not saying she won't get there. I'm saying you won't survive to see it.
God.
I am.
Is that her right now?
No,
She's telling you to get back to
Yeah.
work?
it was actually burning.
Oh, okay. Was he bitching about the 1 and 8 thing? No. He was like, fuck you, I was driving, I was capturing objectives.
I think I went like 10 and 5, but he actually scored higher because he was doing shit.
Yeah.
Did
It
he
was
instruct you to
beneficial to
say
get.
that? You're doing a great job. Good burp.
So how was LA? You were there for like a day. You
Yep.
flew in Sunday and flew out.
I flew in Sunday, had the event, flew out Monday morning. And now I'm going back this week.
God, when do you fly out? Thursday? Mm-hmm. I'm flying out Wednesday, flying home Monday to film D&D on Tuesday, have one meeting on Wednesday, and then I fly out Thursday for VidCon.
Eat wieners.
Jesus.
Or
guess I'm-
or Wednesday night.
Do you want to get drunk at VidCon?
Hey, we'll finally hang out. We just gotta go to California.
He's gonna be there tonight, dude.
Dude.
Come over and watch shows with you.
Yeah,
that's
Dave's
not
gonna
just
be
there.
there.
Come on,
fucking
guys,
awesome.
come on.
I'm gonna
Remember
walk
that.
to your house.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock on your door.
He's not gonna do
Have
it.
you used the Have you used the other rideshare app?
Get me?
Get me? Yeah.
Used it this morning.
How was it?
It's the
Did
same.
they get
it's
you?
the exact same as Uber. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at John Bello came over last night.
That's what I have on my phone.
The only
And
downside
he
is
used it to get home, and he was like, "Yeah, it's totally fine."
Every single one you get in, they ask you, how are you getting on with Get Me? I was like, I mean, it's the same as Uber, except every driver asks me how I'm getting on with it.
How many times have you used it?
Like 5 or 6 times.
The only criticism I heard from John last night is he said sometimes it takes a little longer to get your car.
I haven't
Like,
noticed that.
No?
yet.
Yeah.
But honestly,
That's what he said.
I live in an area where it's like the one shows up in like a minute.
Yeah.
every
Yeah,
time.
I mean, you go anywhere near fucking the central Austin, and there's just like 10,000 fucking cars.
It's fine.
Like,
I
that
can
was
also not be a lazy bitch and just walk. It's
Yeah,
like an
that's
hour
crazy.
walk.
I
It's getting a
want.
bit hot though. I'd have to leave at like 7 a.m.
You know where the Bellows live, right? They live a little past you over.
What's her address? You don't know? Some
no, I
friend you
know
are.
their address. I almost said it.
It's okay. We're not
To
live.
walk from my house to your house is like 40 minutes, maybe. It's not bad. Millie and I have taken
pretty
to
close.
walking, like, 'cause, we walk a lot or ride bikes a lot. We've
Yeah.
taken to doing it in Hyde Park just to get a different.
Tonight we should walk to a bar
And meet in
and
the middle.
then back to your house. For
There is no
ridiculousness.
bar in the middle between us, but we should do
It's a
that.
highway.
There's-
I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast. We may have mentioned it, but we definitely talked about it in a Minecraft Let's Play. We did go downtown last week.
And you thought I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm delivering.
I
this day.
thought he wouldn't,
I really
too.
thought you wouldn't. When that day you're like, ugh, I'm just saying, I've been up since 5 a.m. And I'm like, what is that? Why would you even tell me that? Like, that's just.
I was just warning you that I may not have all the energy that I usually have.
Don't warn me, okay? Just go or don't go. Don't warn me. Don't let me know throughout the day how
'cause
you're
it, like,
feeling.
is that because you don't know? There's no closure. You're like,
No,
will he be there or
it's
won't he?
it's like a preliminary. I'm not going. It's like I'm not gonna go. I'm telling you right now, I'm still going. But later in the day, I'm gonna tell you I'm not going, and I'm good. You can't complain about it because I told you now that I might not go.
That's not how I do it.
Later when I tell you, I've been up since 5 a.m. You'll know. So I'm good.
I went.
You did go. It was fun.
I had fun.
we,
I didn't stay out that late because I was falling asleep.
It was fucking, I mean, we left maybe like 20, 30 minutes after you, but it was already, holy shit. We went downtown when there was 7 million bikers downtown.
Oh, you went
as
to
well.
yeah.
you went downtown during ROT.
I didn't
it
know
called?
that.
ROT, Republic of Texas Bike Rally.
okay.
ROT rally.
So, we were talking about you bailing on us, so clearly it was like known in the office. Jack texted me at like 6, 7 o'clock, it was before we went downtown. I was just at my house, and he's like, hey, just a heads up, there's a bike rally downtown tonight. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Be safe out there. And I'm like, thanks, Jack. I think I'll fucking manage. Like, there's some bikers downtown. Fucking idiot. Get down. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Like,
Rob-
I got downtown and I was like,
On 6th Street,
It's,
there was like
it was
100,000 bikes.
It's,
like pimped up with like
hundreds,
speakers,
if
blaring
not
music.
thousands of bikes.
it could be a little sketchy, actually.
It's funny though because like we apparently went to
Jeez,
all the
look at that.
places that the bikers didn't go to.
That is accurate.
It was
God,
that for
dude.
blocks
And also
and blocks.
very
and
loud.
blocks.
Yeah.
Very
Very
loud bikes.
fucking-
Motorcycles do that.
A lot of
like that episode
I
of
feel
South
like
Park.
if they all
you may not
throttled
notice,
at the
but a
same
lot of
time, yeah, I feel like if they'd all done it at the same time, all the windows of Congress would shatter.
It was funny because we actually ate at Fogo de Chao first. We went down there and ate there, and then we just like drove the car over to the parking garage, parked it, and then went downtown and met up with you and Meg.
Fogo's already downtown.
Well, I mean, but like our car's valet. Like you
Oh,
can't just
okay.
leave it at
Yeah,
Fogo.
yeah.
You're just like around the corner. But as we were finishing up in Fogo, like it was, near the end when we were leaving around, I don't know, 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. They weren't there when we got in, but we glanced, and there was like 3 tables with just bikers sitting at a table. But it was really funny in Fogo de Chao. It's like very dim lighting, and everyone's like, "Oh, how are you, sir?" And they all had their leather, biking vests on.
With like
And we
the
were
studs and shit.
all right, they're here. They, yeah. That's all. It was just funny.
Nobody got shot or stabbed.
Nobody. I mean, I didn't.
Better than Waco.
So are bike gangs anything like the Sons of Anarchy, or is it a lot of them just people who like bikes?
I mean, I think it's both.
Yeah.
I've
would
never
imagine.
seen
It kinda
Sons
can
of Anarchy,
vary, right?
but there's a lot of sketchy motherfuckers. like,
Sons of
Hells
Anarchy
Angels.
is like bike gangs meets The Sopranos.
Because there's that one
It's-
dude in Sons of Anarchy who is a member of the Hells Angels. And
Yeah, there's
he's
like
the
tons of shady
advisor.
shit. I mean, Sons of Anarchy is
Hacky.
violent as fuck.
Yeah.
Bike gangs.
Yeah, but I mean, like Sons of Anarchy wouldn't be a good show. It's just like those bike gangs that go around helping people and
True.
doing
Right.
good deeds.
It's true.
and
I
shit.
believe there's both.
Yeah.
choppers for Christ.
I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
so-
you had your bartender or whatever. That had the.
oh, I
had
knew
the
I
cup.
knew a dude who was in the Waco thing. Yeah,
Yeah. And you were like, nice guy.
nice guy.
You
yeah.
know, apparently he stabbed somebody. Or
I
did
don't- I-
something.
he was just
He was
there.
there. He was in the
Yeah,
fray.
I don't know.
He was in the fray. Maybe he was in the fray, being like, guys, stop.
Yeah, but calmer heads prevail.
Yeah. Reason will prevail.
God, dude.
We should start a bike gang called the Pickle Party.
I'll do it.
What was the name of the? We came up with a band name today in the Let's Watch.
Fuck.
It was what was the first word? It was like blended or obliterated or
Pulverized.
pulverized clits.
There you go.
That's what it was.
Great name for a
That's what it was. Yeah. So we shot a.
In a bike, in a motorcycle.
Yeah,
gang.
well, we shot fucking Trials
of
Blood
Blood
Dragon just came
Yeah.
out. They announced it and dropped it yesterday at E3, which is awesome.
when they
Yeah.
do that.
Fucking love when they
There's
do
nothing
that.
cooler
And
than
we
that.
did a Let's Watch in it today, and we were debating maybe doing the whole game. At least all the campaign.
I think we
missions.
should. I think we should.
I mean, between Jack and Gavin, just make the two of them play it.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, it's one of those mindless games.
Game is insane.
Yeah,
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, you just go. Are you okay? It's still going. You're
Oh,
like.
yeah, that's fine.
The most fun of that Let's Watch today that we did for me was trying to come up with stupid combinations of games that don't match, like Trials and Blood Dragon. I imagine that will continue throughout the entire Let's Watch series.
Resident
it's a-
Farming Simulator.
I'm
excited
sure
about-
they have a fucking zombie DLC. For
Yeah,
that.
probably.
I gotta say, I really love it when they do lame stuff with the titles in games, like
Uh-huh.
Driv 3er. That one's bad. But
Right.
when they did the Resident Evil 7 reveal, and
That was
they,
cool.
and
Oh,
used
yeah.
That was
Good.
cool.
they used the VIL. In
And,
it.
then they just added a little foot
Yeah,
at the end.
for
That's
the-
all. For the
the
L.
Yeah.
They were just like the title fades in and it just goes. Boop. Like it's an L. It's not a 7. Get that Roman
It was
numerals out
cool.
of here.
I love when they do that.
It
I was-
looks fucking cool. Resident Evil 7.
It does,
I'm
dude.
into it.
Well, yeah, like you were saying, it's completely different.
Like-
but then you were like, well, yeah, good.
Yeah, some people were like, "Oh, this isn't Resident Evil." The last several have not been Resident Evil. It sucks.
The problem with Resident Evil is the trailers always make it look good. I'm always like, oh,
like
fucking
really?
Christ.
like most
Okay.
trailers do. Yeah, they always try.
And
to
then
make
it's
it
like,
look good.
I don't know, what was the last Resident Evil you enjoyed? I liked 5.
5 was good with co-op. Even
Yeah.
single player 5 was like, "What are you doing?"
5 was not good.
Like,
so
like
Co-op
it was
okay.
4 was like they really changed it, but it was really, really good. And
Yeah.
and co-op made 5 good. 6 is just like, ugh.
And then there was
And then
that
they had all
other-
kinds of shit.
That other 4-player co-op one that we played a little bit. Rise of Revelation.
Raccoon City or some shit?
Yeah,
Raccoon City.
Yeah,
what was it called?
Operation.
Operation Raccoon
Raccoon
City.
City.
That's
That
what
one
it
was
is.
fucking
Right City.
atrocious.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
fucking stupid. And then they made the 2 Revelation games, which are like they're not terrible, but it's like
Yeah.
just make it good. Just make it scary and good.
Well, I was saying like 4. I feel like was the pinnacle of that series. Like at least for me. But
Did you play it before 4 though?
Which one? 6
Like
or-
any of them
I
before
didn't-
4? I'm saying because the
Was that
game
your
completely
first, or-
changes.
4 might have been my first one.
So that was like the
And
same
that's
thing.
it does completely
I think
change from what
That's
I
the same thing
understood.
with Andrew. Like 4 was the first one he played.
What's your favorite?
Mine's a toss up between 2 and 4. But I like the old Resident Evil where you have stationary camera angles, fixed camera angles, and it's tank controls. Like you turn left and right to turn left and right, and holding up just walks forward. I'm okay with that. There's the generation of gamers now that if they've never played that, they cannot play that
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like, I can't play it. And if you're like that, you'll never play the old ones.
I-
4 is where it starts for you.
I had the most fun with Code Veronica.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Code Veronica's
Veronica's
fucking
good. Code
awesome.
Veronica, like 3.
Resident 3 was alright.
3's okay. 1 and 2 are great.
and 2 are
Zero,
great.
Zero's pretty good. That's the one on the
I feel
train.
like with
Yeah.
game announcements now, the current gamers have been around now for so many generations of gaming that at E3, people are more excited by the announcement of a sequel or a remake than a new IP.
There was
But
a
I
lot
feel
of-
like it's dangerous now for a game company to be like, this one's brand new, because it's probably going to get a lukewarm response.
Exactly.
I was
Compared
actually
to-
surprised at how much new IP there was this year.
There was a fair
There was a
amount.
fair amount. That one that you showed me yesterday,
I think it's called We Happy Few.
We
or
Happy-
Us Happy Few.
Us
I think
Happy-
it's
We
We
Happy
Happy Few.
fuck.
Oh,
dude.
the one with like they take the joy pill?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
yeah.
then he's like
Awesome.
off the pill and everything
It
sucks.
looks, gameplay-wise, it looks very Bioshock-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy
This
called
says period,
it, like,
too.
aesthetic-wise, the people look like they're from the ship.
Yeah.
Like, it's got that kind of similar cartoony
Yeah.
look.
Like the shit meets Dishonored.
Well, they're
but,
also all
yeah.
wearing like the blinky mask things.
yeah.
Yeah, Blinky Mask, Blobby.
Mr.
Blobby, right?
Yeah, but essentially, I guess it's just a game
He
where,
never
like,
blinks.
for whatever reason, you know,
tries so hard.
everybody's on these fucking happy pills called joy, and it's like, it keeps everyone level. Just take your joy pills and keep
Yeah.
doing it.
That was a great example of a trailer that sucked me in. I could have watched 15 minutes of that.
Yeah. For sure.
I
Dishonored, I was
watched
like,
the whole
get over
thing,
it.
like did not blink, and then later in the day, a couple hours later, Jeff came in and we were telling him about it. He watched it. I was like, I'm gonna watch this entire fucking thing, and most of it's just people talking to each other.
I'm
but
also-
it's just so fucking interesting.
I'm also very excited about Inside.
Which
That's
one's that?
It's the one that was made by the Limbo guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I saw that.
I think the one that I'm most excited about, just because I see a lot of possibilities for us, is Ghost Recon.
Oh my god,
It does seem
that
really
that
cool.
that demo was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Holy shit.
There's
Did you see
so
that?
much we could do.
I haven't
with
seen that one.
God damn, dude.
Ghost Recon, it's like full like open world Ghost
And it's
Recon,
huge.
and I mean it's from like
If the trailer's to be believed.
if
And
the trailer's to
gameplay.
be believed, essentially it's like, you know, you got your 4-team squad or whatever, they're going, and one guy's like, oh, I'm gonna get the bike, gets a fucking motorcycle, he's driving a motorcycle. Then like they go in, they're killing all these fucking people, it's all stealthy, then the action kicks off, there's action, one guy on the motorcycle leaves, and he's like, I'm gonna go get the package, and he's driving off, everybody else is like trying to, I think they're trying to like
They're trying
kidnap a guy.
to kidnap a
Something
guy
like
who's
that.
like a drug kingpin.
Yeah. He's like
Yeah.
some dude melting bodies
Yeah.
in a drum. But like they get him
That's
and
very
like
in right now.
it keeps cutting like while they're showing this other dude's just driving through the fucking forest. All of a sudden he gets off his bike, runs through. There's a helicopter waiting. He gets in the helicopter and flies it over
Yeah.
to the mission while they're in the middle of the mission. And everybody like kills everybody, clears out, get in the helicopter and take off. Like it was fucking seamless.
Like-
if the game can be played like that, phenomenal.
It
Like, we could do
looked
so
like
many-
it looked
feel
like
like-
Desert GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like the game can definitely be played like that, but can we play the game like that?
Oh,
No,
I mean,
it's
we don't need to
the
play
question.
it good. We just need to. we just need to
play
make
it
sure we
funny.
have the options.
I was just looking.
It's
to
all
me,
about like what can we do.
that game to me. It looks like a year's worth of things to do.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
exactly what it
You
is.
know what had a
there.
fantastic trailer? The Titanfall multiplayer trailer was.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
I-
fantastic.
I was in there during the E3 press conference, and that got the biggest cheer that I saw.
Jeremy
That
was
bit at the
telling
end
me.
where
Jeff
they
and,
both come up and, like, rip
Jeremy
out-
were salivating.
Jeremy
they, like,
was telling me
grapple
about
into
it,
each other.
and I watched it, and then like he's like, wait till you see the grappling hook, wait till you see the grappling hook, and then I saw it at one point, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool, we can swing around and stuff, and then that last shot,
Yeah,
where
where
he
they
grappling
both
hooks the
eject.
guy together, I was like, ah!
Yeah, it was
got-
a great trailer.
I got like pissed off when I saw that because I was like, God damn it, they put a things to do in the trailer.
Yeah, they did, they did.
It was awesome though.
That's another one that looks
things
like.
to do. Recreate the E3 2016
There you go.
I wonder if
trailer.
we'll see the end shot here.
Speaking of things to do's, hopefully they'll stay on it. Speaking of things to do's, oh, that's so cool.
It's so great, dude.
One of the things I'm excited about too with Skyrim is that I think we should recreate every things to do we did
I agree.
in the.
Well, the Olympics are back, and we can do Skyrim Olympics.
yeah, we can do Skyrim Olympics.
No, this is
again.
it.
Dude.
Dude, how
Such a way to end it.
There's also that one, that power that he hits where he hits it and all the fucking grunts go up in the air and they're just like floating.
Yeah.
Like fucking force power.
Do you think we'll do 16 Let's Plays in Titanfall 2?
We only did
Hopefully.
You did a ton of them.
8 in
Something like
Titanfall
that.
1.
Yeah.
I think it was 8.
And one of them was my shit
and
myself.
that was
song.
number 7,
Yep.
6 or 7,
It
and
was
that was
6,
one of
I think.
that was one of the best moments we've ever had, and it was thank you Titanfall. I love Titanfall.
Yeah, it was good. And there
It's
was
a really
also
good game.
I believe Carrie was in that video for some reason.
Yeah, I think so.
And
I
Carrie
just
and Jack
always-
were just zipping.
I just always feel bad when we play games where we have more fun than the audience. And
Yeah.
that happens, it seems to be in that game and Destiny. Like,
But then-
Destiny is so fun
No,
when it's new
everyone
Destiny.
loves Destiny. Shut up.
I agree that I think Titanfall got it worse than Destiny. There are some people that are like, I wish you'd play more Destiny. When are you gonna play Destiny again? I never saw that with Titanfall really.
Well, it's like
So
Destiny
good.
still
And
has
then
a
they kept
big user
changing
base.
Titanfall. Like they added Horde mode and all that other cool stuff.
You can
Oh,
read
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. I was just waiting for you guys to finish.
That was it.
I don't want to interrupt.
Well, I mean, the silence was the indicator.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I wish someone would cook a well-balanced meal.
Oh, dude. Jeff, let me tell you about Blue Apron. Did you know that not all ingredients are created equal? Fresh, high-quality ingredients taste better and are better for you, so it's important to know where your food comes from. Blue Apron knows that when you cook with incredible ingredients, you make incredible meals. So they set the highest quality standards for their community of artisanal suppliers, family-run farms, fisheries, and ranchers. Whether it's Japanese ramen noodles, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, or heirloom tomatoes, Blue Apron is bringing you the best. For less than $10 a meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. Blue Apron features new recipes that are created each week by Blue Apron's culinary team and are not repeated within a year. Each meal comes with a step-by-step, easy-to-follow recipe card and pre-portioned ingredients and can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. That means to make it. Check out this week's menu and get your 2 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/offtopic. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron, so don't wait. That's blueapron.com/offtopic. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. I like that. They put that little logo under that last ad read.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was classy.
You know that Gears of War 4 Elite controller?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's $200.
It's insanity is what it is.
That's
fucking
like
believe that.
buying another 100. You could get the console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the brand new
absurd.
2
Not,
terabyte
it's,
one.
it's kind of nuts.
And
No,
that's
that's
cool.
not true,
Oh, is it
Matt
not
Bragg.
true?
Okay,
They
so
said 2 terabytes.
They said
Mike.
up
2
to.
terabytes
Up to.
and
Up to.
new console. New 2 terabyte console, not $300.
Not $300?
The starting is only 500 gigs. That's 300.
That
They
sucks.
they pull an iPhone.
They
It
put the
goes
power
up.
brick
Yeah.
in the goddamn Xbox.
I know.
That's incredible.
Oh, is that
That's
what they've
crazy.
done?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a PS3
Yeah,
now?
no more
Yeah.
power brick.
And
fucking-
40%
it's
smaller.
fucking tiny.
When they said 40% smaller, I imagined it being 40% thinner, but I didn't realize the footprint is
Yeah.
tiny
Yeah.
compared
Yeah.
to the new one.
yeah,
It's kind of hard
it
to
just
tell
goes
off that image.
it like
about
shrinks
the,
into it.
It's about the size of 2 $200 controllers. You just stick it right.
No, $200 is a lot to pay, but that controller looks awesome.
It does.
I'm a total controller
Here's what I
freak, but I don't think I'm gonna.
I hear you and I agree with you. What I will say is that we are huge fans of Epic Games.
Oh, I love it.
Love Epic
I don't
Games.
know- I don't
I've
know.
done
They're
so many
great.
Let's Plays
I've-
of Epic Games.
I have said
Tons
this.
of support to Epic.
I don't know how many times we've said this. We love Gears of War.
Love Gears of War.
Yeah.
Nobody else does.
We support
We
it.
love it. We
Wholeheartedly.
support it. We
All the
play it
time.
all the time. Remember all those Gears 1 remastered
Well,
videos?
we
we
did Easter
made?
egg
All of them,
videos.
dude.
We
Did
did Gears
beta.
3.
We
We played the whole
Judgment.
of Gears
You
Judgment.
know, we remember when we started
Gears
playing all the
Judgment.
Gears Judgment and we lost the footage or something.
Yeah,
and just didn't put it up. So I'm just saying, if
We've probably
someone
done-
forced a controller on me, I'd be
How
like,
many
"Thank
millions
you.
of
Thank you
video
so
views have
much." You know, I just got you
Lovingly-
guys tens of millions of views, and you just gave me a controller. Thanks.
Guys, seriously, that was above and beyond. They didn't need to do that.
Yeah. They
They
didn't.
don't preemptively don't need to do that for us.
They don't.
We're still
They
gonna
don't.
play. We're still gonna love
We'll still
Epic
play.
Games.
I'm gonna
Still
play Gears of
Fireball.
War 4, whether you
Yeah.
send us free Gears of War controllers or not. I think you should.
Loved
we're
loved
gonna play
Paragon.
Yeah.
Played the shit out of
Oh
Paragon.
yeah. we should stop talking now.
Yeah, that's good. Gears of War's great.
Gears of
franchise.
War 4,
Yeah.
love the beta.
Gavin and I.
Swell.
You know
Gavin
what's
and I
gonna
had
suck,
like
though?
a 2-month period where all we did was play Gears together in the living room. Gears 1 and 2.
Even back in when I was here in 2009, we used to play every morning before work.
Yeah, we did. We had the spreadsheet.
Yeah,
Dude, Andy and I got to beat the newest Gears, the remastered on Insane, before it came out.
God,
That
we
was
were
fun.
such good gamers. Playing games before work,
Yeah, that was
we were,
great.
we were excellent.
We were excellent.
Yeah.
The downside is, I bet in the UK that controller is going to be just 200 quid, which is
Doesn't sound like a downside at all. How does that affect me in any way?
You go to England 17 times a year. Just go buy some for
Yeah.
us. Bring it back.
no.
Well, I
that's
mean, he's
way
saying
more
they're going to be
expensive.
more.
I don't care. Buy it over there. He's got quid though.
Doesn't make any sense.
His money goes farther over there.
You got quid? You got quid?
I got some quid.
Okay.
It's wet. I washed my wallet the other day.
Why?
By accident. I was in my pocket.
it was dirty.
In the
Yeah,
washing
No, you
machine.
just look at it I need to clean everything in here.
Oh,
Toss
it
it
like
with
turned
your
all the money
whites.
to waddy paste.
Yeah. But it didn't ruin it.
Didn't ruin it. Money's apparently I learned this. It's not made of paper. So
No?
made of nylon and cotton.
What's up?
No.
You leaned in.
Yeah.
No, I
I didn't
didn't.
know if you were gonna say something.
No.
You look like you were ready. It was classic Jeff. I'm gonna talk shit about him while he's talking.
No.
And you didn't.
I don't know what that
Him?
is.
So it threw me off.
You mean me?
Yeah, it was you at the time.
I would never talk shit about Gavin.
I mean, you guys are gonna hang out tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Allegedly.
Let's check my
Have
schedule.
you? Did you watch? Did you watch Preacher yet?
I watched it
Episode
last night.
3? Yeah, it was okay.
It's okay.
It was okay.
I thought 2 and 3 were both okay.
Yeah, I'd say same here.
Well, you need to get the ball rolling.
One was
Shit
a strong
needs to happen.
start. It was a strong start, And that's kind of, and I'll say I not that I expect nearly as much from Preacher, but like, the last 3 episodes of Game of Thrones, like they're killing me,
Dude,
Oh.
Just
they're
like you're
fucking good.
dragging it out. Like it's good, but like, come on.
What do you want to happen?
Like they're just
Something.
like there's so much build up. Like the first 5 episodes may have been the most like intense 5 episodes of a season.
It was a strong
The
start.
the second, well, the first one was like, oh, the second one took a little dip, and then 3, 4, and 5 was like, whew.
Is this episode season? Are you talking episodes?
Talking about season 6 right now. The whole,
Season 6.
yeah, the episodes. Like season 1 premiere was phenomenal. Season 2 was like, okay, now they're back to the plot, and then 3, 4, and 5 they were just like hitting it, and they've just been a little slow.
Well, it's
these
like
last few.
I feel like after the stuff with
true.
Daenerys kind of peaked, they're like, yeah, we just kind of got to ride it until we get to like.
I mean,
season
even
10, you
the
know?
last episode, the whole like Daenerys thing, she's like, "I'm here."
I thought
And
that
then
there
the
was.
episode ended.
I thought that there was some questionable acting in the last.
Yeah?
episode. Yeah.
With who?
Daenerys spoilers. Stop watching now.
Spoiler alert: we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about
When-
Game of Thrones
when
for like
Daener-
5 minutes. I don't know.
I don't need to see Grey Worm cutting up being funny. I was like, all right.
Oh,
Soften that
God,
stuff
that
up.
whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
We
Then,
wasted screen time
Yeah.
there.
And then fucking Daenerys like, it opens the door and she's like, and that's,
Yeah.
like her little thing was I was not blown away by. And then the fucking T-1000, I had enough of her walking and turning into alleyways like this when she was chasing Arya.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
With
yeah,
her
yeah,
chin
yeah.
down.
Her
and then
fucking
she's like,
run.
No,
Like,
she
she
was
was like-
hauling ass though. That's how
it was
aerodynamic.
It was 40% of that was awesome. It just went like too
Yeah.
much, and it was too one-dimensional. And she was totally like, and it's like, yeah,
Well-
she did that. She,
Well, that's because she's like, I'm better than you, and I know I'll get you, so I'll take my time and really draw it out, like Oberon.
Yeah. That turned out great
I
for him.
forgot about him.
Yeah.
that's too much.
I can't believe they dented Zombie Mountain. They dented him.
Yeah.
He's ruined.
Oh yeah.
They'll polish it out. That was a great scene.
He finally did something, but I was like, get the rest of them, get them.
It was
I
the first
know.
time where like he was choking him and then he goes to the ground, and he was alive. I was like, oh my god, he didn't die. You wish you died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Tommen's a real piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, King bitch. I hate that fucking kid. Like I hated Joffrey, but I hated Joffrey for Joffrey. You know, like
Yeah.
You were supposed
you're
to
an
hate
evil
Joffrey.
little
What, you don't-
fucker.
you don't-
He's just a
shit.
piece of shit.
You don't still hate Joffrey?
Fucking,
I
I
mean,
didn't in
he's
a million
there.
years, especially after reading all the books, expect them to make Cersei like a relatable character that I want to root for. But goddamn, now do I want Cersei to fucking win.
they did
I'm so pro Cersei right
They
now.
did that with Jamie Lannister in the beginning. He was a
They
real,
did that very
very early.
They
He
did
turned
that
very
in
quick.
season 2 with him.
Yeah.
With the whole prison thing, and they're like, I'm wearing my hand.
The whole, I
I
did think
I feel bad for him. He pushed the fucking kid out the window. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, fucking my sister, go out the
Did they
window."
cut
bitch."
off the hand that he pushed him out with? That's I don't even
Probably.
know.
Well, yeah,
I'm
he's
sure he used
right-handed.
his right hand.
Yeah.
Probably.
I did think the Braun and Pod stuff was pretty great though.
That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they're
Braun
doing
is
it.
great in every scene.
He is.
Braun's
Yes.
fantastic, and again, we talked about
Dude.
this that he's not really that big of a character in the book, and they brought him back.
They
Not to say he's
replaced
big, but
they
like-
replaced Sir Ilan Payne with Braun in this whole thing going to River Run.
You know what'd be awesome?
really? Oh, okay.
This should happen in an episode. So Bran can like see through time and possess shit. Imagine if he goes back in time to right when Jamie Lannister's hand gets cut off and he possesses it, and it's like the thing in Adam's Family. What's that hand called?
thing.
Thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
it's actually his name.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
And spoilers over.
Can you possess a human hand? Does he have
mean,
that
you can-
capability?
Yeah, there was what was that movie where the guy's arm, like a guy got it was like an amputee, and they put an arm on him, and it was evil.
Are you talking about
Oh,
the
yeah.
actual horror movie or the comedy version?
No, the actual horror movie from the
Okay.
90s.
Because
Was
was that
that
a horror
that
movie?
was like in
was that a
episode
horror
30,
movie
right?
or was that Twilight Zone?
No, that was a horror movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like
thought it
it
was
was called
a
Body
Simpsons
Parts,
Halloween
maybe.
special.
Was that what it was called? Body Parts? Maybe that was it.
I just know they made a comedy version starring the kid from the first Final Destination.
Oh, Devon Sawa. You're talking about
And I want to say it was
something Hands.
Idle Hands.
Idle Hands.
And it was
That's a good movie. Seth Green is in that movie.
It was Seth Green and what's the chick? Fucking Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
She's Invisible Woman.
She's
Jessica
got
Alba?
Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
She
was
was hot
like
in that
Devon
movie.
Sawa.
She almost
Seth
gets
Green,
squished at the
and-
end. I just remember that. She's like
yeah.
in some kind of press, and some guy was watching. He's like, I'm gonna make a fucking YouTube channel about that.
That is actually a pretty good movie.
It is a pretty good
Idle
movie.
Hands. Yeah.
It's a stupid comedy, but
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
It's fun, dumb, and
Yeah.
Jessica Biel's hot in it.
was
Not
pretty
Jessica
high.
Alba. I want to say Beale. and I
So is
didn't.
Devin
Gotcha.
Sawa. Ooh.
Yeah, that was like 2 of his 3 movies.
The,
Yeah, he didn't really do much after that.
He
He was in SLC Punk, I think, for a little bit.
the flight from LA to Austin is just enough time to watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Rush Hour yesterday.
yeah?
I watched it a million not too long ago.
Hold up.
And I realized that I think that movie at the end takes place in the same place that E3 is in.
America?
The same building.
Staples Center?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just recognized it. The weird thing about being in America now and sometimes going to LA is that you just recognize places from movies. Because that's where everything on the planet is filmed. And it's kind of weird. I never thought I'd be, going to these places in
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
I get that like in video games too now. Like
That's
video
true.
games are so like location based where I'm just like hum-da-dum-da-dum. Man, this is
Yeah.
this is real? I didn't even realize this.
I think Gus had that in Tokyo with Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, he did. The thing I see the most is Patty's Pub showing up in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The outdoor all the time.
Is it just a commonly used location?
It's
or
a
is it-
super commonly used location in LA. Yeah. So you'll see it in like action movies and shit.
Can we try and do a podcast from there?
Oh my god. I mean,
Just like
incredible.
really cool.
inside the. It's not going to look anything like the set, but it'd be cool to do it there.
Yeah, sure. We'll get right on that.
I wonder.
Speaking of that, did you see the photo of the gang when they went to the Pride Parade
Yeah.
in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
That was a great photo. I know this. Could you guys put that up?
It's like they.
You want to elaborate?
In my head now, they
The-
just hang
the
out all the
cast
time
of
in real
Always
life.
Sunny went to the Pride Parade and they took a photo of all their outfits.
Took a photo in a row.
Yeah.
Dennis
Look
has,
good.
has a really awesome shirt on that says "You can pee next to me." I want one of those shirts so bad. It's a fucking fantastic photo. Danny DeVito's got like the boa around.
Yeah. The pink. I think
Yeah.
it's pink.
him. I guess they can't find it.
I'll find it.
Well,
Just
I
give
mean,
him
yeah,
time.
you gotta
Just
give him
give him
time.
time.
I
man.
miss
It'll
Chris
happen.
Tucker
taller
being and
there.
stuff.
Yeah, he was.
Chris Tucker was
He was
great.
in Rush Hour and Fifth Element.
He had a
and
he had
Friday.
a really unfunny
true.
comedy special like a year ago.
Oh.
It was bizarre to
Yeah.
watch. Like,
What?
You
why-
watched
really?
it too, right?
Yeah, I
couldn't
watched
get
the
through
first
it.
20 minutes,
Yeah,
but
it was hard.
it was just like, how?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
What?
Compete
Oh,
next
wasn't
to
pink.
it.
Sorry, it was rainbow color. Fucking Frank shirt.
So from what I
Or,
can tell on
Mac
Twitter,
shirt, too.
they had like a float that was Patty's Pub, and they were just like on the float. The whole time.
great.
I want to get
Fucking
Mac's
awesome.
shirt of the fucking flag.
Yeah, that's a cool
Yeah,
shirt
that's
too.
pretty cool.
I think we're getting low.
Are we getting
on
low?
beer. I mean,
that
the,
makes
the
sense.
pressure's not good.
That
I'm not sure if
makes
that's-
sense.
I see, like you've left it dripping.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
my bad.
You know, I mean, just like turn it off when you're done.
You
right?
think I could drip a full?
Is that
pint
that
before
too
it
much
ends?
to ask? Do you think?
I mean, if you fill it like that, yeah.
Let's see if it fills.
Well, now you've ruined it.
Man, let's.
Yeah, let's just watch that for the rest
Can we
of the
get a camera
podcast.
just on that drip for the next 40 to 50 minutes?
It's like that fucking light in our office.
Yeah, dude, we've got some. I'll let it go. I wonder if we're quiet. I wonder how audible that is.
Sounds like
and
my
how,
old man taking a leak. So what?
Yeah. Just,
Goonies.
just a little dripping here and there.
Everyone.
That's how they find the secret passageway.
Right, I'm sure they can't hear it. It's just dead silence
It's like a
now.
rat pissing in the wall.
It's a rat pissing in the wall.
Now that's a good name for a band.
Most animals, you don't hear them piss, right? They gotta be like
you don't live
get-
where Matt lives.
They gotta be
Yeah,
like
it's true.
big
You get a
animals.
big enough
You have
rat,
never
can
heard
fucking
my
hear
cat. My cat takes really loud pisses.
No.
He pisses against the
I mean,
plastic.
I would count a cat. I'm saying something like, have you ever heard like a frog piss?
Yes. I came.
I mean, he got me.
I've
to be
actually,
fair.
I've even
To be
got,
fair.
I've got video of it. I came.
Wow!
I came home.
All right,
Why do you
forget
have
it.
that?
All right, I'll just leave now.
I came home and there
I've
was
got
a
video.
There
of
was a
it.
toad sat on my doorstep, and I was like, Jesus! And then I looked at it, and
I
it
don't
just
think that
pissed all over my mat, all over all down the wall on the mat.
But did it make a sound? It just went.
I
It
mean,
wasn't like.
we'll have to turn up the volume of the video. We'll do some analysis, but I'm pretty sure I could hear it.
I'm just saying, like most like small animals, like you don't even hear them piss.
And then a
It
moth.
just goes.
A moth then flew into my
Did you
mouth.
fucking film that pissing
it-
too?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It didn't piss, but it went in my mouth.
But could you hear it
Do you
in
think
your
that-
mouth?
Do you think there's footage online you can see of a moth peeing?
Probably.
I bet we
don't know
could-
what that would
Probably-
look like.
They probably they pee like birds.
Well,
How do birds pee?
They mix pee and poop into the pee is white and the poop
Oh,
is black. So it's
yeah.
just like
I don't-
everything paste.
I'm gonna disagree with you because when I was a young lad and I had nothing to fucking do, I went out and caught caterpillars and I was like, "Oh, sweet, it's gonna turn into a little butterfly," and I put him in the little, cage type thing
Man.
or whatever. And he turned into a moth, and I was like, "That's gross." But when I opened the thing up, he immediately flew
He's like,
out,
"Don't
and
look
there
at me!"
was- Yeah, there was like
How do you
yellow
know?
colored liquid all in there, so I don't know what the fuck that was, but I think they just peed.
That was probably pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, moth pee.
cockroaches pee and piss and poo and stuff. They pee and poo.
They pee and
Yeah.
piss.
Dude,
and
I
poo.
once had a tree that was just riddled with caterpillars. So I like pulled some leaves off and I put them in this little pot so I
Yeah.
could just keep them all and they would turn into butterflies. And I left them out, and then a bird came down and ate every single one of them right in front of me.
So is
it
it
was just
pretty-
like, wow, it's like a buffet.
Yep. Yep.
And you were just like, I guess I'm powerless to stop this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nature.
I was watching
He's
it
like,
from my
hey,
window."
nature put him in that jar. And right out for the
It's a
birds.
feeding frenzy.
Well, if you're smart, like you could use that to feed your cat. You have like the bird going to the butterflies, and then the cat just gets the bird.
Oh man,
How
this
much
is
of the
this
food
elaborate.
chain?
And then,
Circle
and
of
then
life.
you
Like
can
that- it's like
finally
that episode
eat
of
your
The
cat.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
The episode where Bart fuses with the fly.
No, it's the episode where they have like that. Is it a fucking? It's the Bart gets the eggs and he thinks they're gonna hatch into birds, but they're really these like lizards, and then the lizards start to destroy the ecosystem. So the city brings in like snakes to eat them, and
Right.
then they have to bring in something to eat the snakes, and then they have to bring in eventually gorillas, and then they're like, "What are we gonna? How do we fight the gorillas?" And they're like, "They'll freeze in the winter." It's like Chirpy and Bart Jr. is what he called them.
How much for you to own a snake?
There is not enough money in the world.
That's not
we
true.
can make that happen.
Yeah.
Here's how much for him to own a snake.
$100 million.
You bring the snake with you when you go over his house tonight. You put the snake in his house, and you don't tell him.
I
now
will burn the house down.
Now he owns a snake.
I will
Zero.
burn the house down, and then I will kill Gavin.
Hell of a video though.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like we could do a video with you and a snake.
I don't think we can.
what happened to you that made you hate snakes?
I've had a series of incidents with snakes.
You watch
Like,
Indiana Jones?
What
I've seen that movie, yes.
what that
An
did?
escalating series of incidents with snakes that are terrifying that happened in my formative years when I was living in Florida, where there are water
It's true.
moccasins
There's a fuck ton of them
There'd be
down
snakes.
there.
and they are aggressive.
Did you get
Yeah.
bitten on the dick?
I've never been bitten by a snake. Thank God. If I did, I would probably kill myself.
Oh, well, I mean, the snake would do most of the work.
I mean,
I mean, most snakes you
depending on
won't
the snake.
die from that if they bite you.
I
don't know,
would
you
die, I
definitely
would die
wanna
from the
die.
realization that it happened, and that I would have to spend the rest of my
Yeah,
long life
yeah.
reliving that horrific memory. I
Right.
would rather not do it.
Right,
You know-
that's Andrew. He said if he ever breaks his arm, he's gonna kill himself.
Yeah.
he can't live with it.
I get
Like
it.
even
He'd
if
rather
he,
have no arm.
even if he could survive like the recovery and everything, which he couldn't, he's just like I'd be there
disagree.
forever.
I think that would make him immune.
No, he'll kill him
Oh.
for sure. Trust me.
So,
Well, that's
okay,
like a good question.
He's
though, like,
weak-minded. I know.
How much of you has to get destroyed before you just kill yourself? Like, if you lost your arm, would you just do it? Just end it? Use your arm to...
Did it get bitten off by a python?
No, it actually got squeezed off.
No.
Yeah, they did.
Well, then
That would be a
It
lot
was
worse.
squeezed to death.
Now imagine a python constricting just your arm until it dies and then swallowing that and leaving and just not going for the rest.
I wasn't that hungry.
Dude, I was
You know how on the
That's why
extra
he
life
couldn't live like
on the
that.
extra life stream it's evolved into us doing really unpleasant things?
I mean, has it evolved? That's how it
that's
started.
pretty much what
That's
it
pretty
was,
much.
yeah.
There was
No,
only
I
there was
didn't
only
do that.
one
It's-
ever that I wasn't on. The second one was me fucking eating all the lava cakes
Yeah,
and
I'm
shaving
saying
my
it's
head.
because of you that it escalated.
I guess, but I'm saying from day one for me, it was like that. There
If
was
we
no
put-
evolution.
If
like
we
the
put the
first
$1
one, it
million
was just us sitting in the Ablanedo office playing video games, and then
Right.
we had a tent.
Right, and I'm saying the second one was
Tina
was
Rodriguez
where
was
it kicked
there.
off.
Really?
Yeah, she
Well,
was.
there was
part of
like you guys did one, and then it was like 3-4 years till you did another one.
Have you
It was a couple
spoken
year
to her
gap.
since
No,
she
I
gave
never
you
was.
rubs and you popped a boner?
it. I didn't pop a bone up. I said I was scared I would, and I was also scared
Are you
I
talking
would
about
fart.
the masseuse?
Our friend Tina, yeah.
Yeah.
She
I
was the
didn't want to
masseuse,
get a
right?
boner, yeah, because she's very pretty, and I felt very
And
uncomfortable.
you probably didn't.
So
But
if we
you
set-
dreamed about it.
If we
like
set the
crazy
$1 million
later.
milestone as you getting a snake around your neck, like we'll have a wrangler there. to
Oh,
stop
like
you from
fucking
dying.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
What kind of snake?
It would be one that is probably, if you do this, the entire length.
Like a
and it
python?
could wrap around your arms
It could
over
just
your
be
shoulder to the other
like a
snake.
cobra?
Thinking about that one.
Not a cobra.
Cobras are
Cobras are venomous.
different.
So what?
You rip their teeth out, though. Then they just, like, goo venom down there. It's fine.
Yeah, the
I-
teeth isn't really the part. It's the venom glands.
But it
But-
comes out of their teeth.
But that's,
Right, but I'm
yeah.
saying, can't you like fuck with their glands so then they can't?
You could
$1 million
I mean,
But
you could
but
milk
that's
them.
what skin's
Is
for.
not
It stops
enough
it from
to
going
pay
in
for
you.
the mind wipe that I would have to get to be able to continue to live.
Mind wipe.
I'd be like, I have $250,000. I don't know why.
Oh, you'd be
would
like
do it.
Ben Affleck in that movie Paycheck.
I guess. I never
That's
saw
what
the
you
movie.
just described.
Okay.
He accepts a job for like $2.5 million
For a paycheck?
and they're like, "We're gonna put this little chip in your brain that when you're done, we'll activate it, and you won't remember anything from this point until the end. So like you work on this thing, you build it for us, but it's secret, and then you don't know. But usually it's only for like a month or two. But in this scenario, it was like a year and a half, and he's like, oh my god, do I give up a year and a half of my life? I guess I did.
Yeah. And all I
But-
got was a picture of Ben Affleck.
But
holding a
then,
snake.
oh my god, that's where the thriller aspect comes in. He's like, what did I do? Were they bad people? Where's my money? And then the movie takes place from there.
Have any of you seen 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I have not.
I started to watch it. I didn't get very far. Not because it wasn't good, because I was tired and I went to bed. But it looks
You
awesome.
got like
Yeah.
hours
was-
already
it
to
was
watch
watch
it
it.
on demand?
Any movie with John Goodman in it.
That was the thing about it. He's the whole movie. Every time he's on screen, I just want to see more of him. I'm just
Yeah.
fascinated by him in that
I
movie.
mean, there's already a lot of him on the screen.
It's
Yeah,
true. No
he's
matter
bigger
what.
than ever.
What do you want me to do?
He's
Just
not
keep eating
now.
sandwiches?
No?
He's lost.
Was he
up,
wearing
like,
a fat suit?
No, he was big there. Right after that movie, he lost like 120 pounds.
Why?
Whoa.
He is like svelte.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair play,
He's
son.
like
Nice work,
he's like Jack level. Like he looks
Really?
good.
He
Yeah,
so he almost lost a me
he
Probably
lost.
did lose a year.
Yeah. I lost a him once. It was fucking awesome.
when I moved out.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah, but he just doesn't come back to watch ridiculously, though.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
he
I got
will. Tonight.
There's got to be a way.
Tonight, though.
I got
Tonight.
I got
He's
I got
gonna be
Millie
there.
Ramsey.
Yeah?
She's
We've
she's
got to
my
get on
ridiculous
that show.
buddy.
If we died and we were never on Ridiculousness, I'd be incredibly sad.
Here's the best thing, too, about
You
Millie.
could sit next to Chanel, I'll sit next to
Stila.
Stila.
Here's the best thing about Millie that
wanna swap?
Gavin couldn't
No,
do. Millie also, like, if you ever need any, like, transplants, she's probably a match.
That's
Maybe.
true.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, she's even more useful, like, you
Yeah,
know.
it's good. Harvesting.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you probably ask her first, but this.
It's not 18 yet.
He's like fucking. He's like. It's probably. He's UK. It's not even compatible. Like, can
Oh,
we
that's
put
true.
UK
Yeah.
lungs into like Americans?
Do you have AC
have to
or
have an
DC
adapter.
body parts?
Yeah, it's all weird.
I'm running at 50 hertz.
Yeah.
I'm PAL.
You're 240 volts, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Or
Like
220.
230, whatever. Yeah, even that's weird. You can't even double it and just say 240. You gotta go 220. It's weird.
It's like Mr.
Between
Mom.
220 and
what do you
240.
want?
Yeah, it's like-
120, 240. 120, 121, you know, whatever
Yeah.
it takes.
God, I remember
That should be
I,
how electricity works.
I built a PC once and I accidentally had the power supply set to 120 and I plugged it in.
Oh,
and
wait.
And it exploded.
Yeah.
It just
That'll
popped,
happen.
Yeah.
And it smelled like an egg.
That's what happened when I well, it was actually separate to the like 240 volt thing. But when I moved in with Jack, I had when I moved here, I had my HD Hapog, the thing that it was like the capture device.
Yeah. But back in the old days.
Yeah, and that's
I
what I
still
was.
got one at home. Yeah.
That's what I was using, and you know the plug on the back for the adapter is like universal. It's just that circular plug. Like you can plug anything into it. And I was unpacking my shit, and I had like 6 things that had fucking like little transformers to plug in. I'm like, I don't know. I guess this is the right one. I plugged it in the plug. I plugged it in. It's like, I'm like, I literally went like this, and like as soon as it touched the outlet, it was like, and there goes $250.
Yeah,
It was like immediately
so
popped and like
abrupt.
smelled, and I was like,
Yeah, when I fried my power supply, it took out the entire motherboard too.
ouch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit happens, dude.
Just fried the entire thing.
Yeah.
It cost me maybe 200 quid to fix it all.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
You
That's
could buy a
how it works.
fucking Gears of
Yeah,
War
you
controller for
absolutely
that.
can, dude. It's safe for the most part going to another country from America because usually if you can manage to somehow shove it in there, like in an outlet or something, at best it usually just doesn't work. As opposed to like
Yeah, exploded.
exploding,
Yeah.
but sometimes it does. What's up? What'd you do?
Nothing.
Yeah. What?
No, nothing. I'm good.
Dude, English
All
plugs.
Okay.
English plugs are the best.
Are
No,
they?
they are kind of big and they take
They're
a lot of
fucking
space.
giant. If you step on one, you'll fucking die.
It's true. If you ever drop an English plug, it always lands like this.
What is an English plug? I don't know what you're saying. Right
It's
now.
like the wall
electric?
plug. Yeah.
Electricity.
Oh, you mean like the actual cap, the cord cap on the end that plugs
Yeah.
in?
The bit that goes into the wall.
That's a cord cap. Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Dude, I'm not an electrician.
Neither am I.
I've never heard that word before.
But they have like the I'm not flipping you off. The front one's
Why?
like,
Why would you
Yeah.
start like this?
There's
then?
other
because
fingers
it's
you can use for
there's
that.
3 pins and this one's longer, so you put that in and it unlocks the other 2, so you can't.
Right.
You can't get anything
Yeah.
in there if it's
Gotcha.
not
Gotcha. Safety,
safety.
mechanism.
They never spark, but they always stab your feet.
Is this the ground wire that you're referring to,
Yeah.
by the way?
We
Yeah.
call it
Or, oh,
Earth.
it's not a wire, but right. You
Do,
guys.
do you really call it Earth?
Yeah,
Oh wow,
the
I
Earth
did not
over
know
there.
that.
Yeah. But there,
I mean,
there's
did you know
still,
we called it ground?
I knew we called it ground.
Okay, 'cause
yeah,
that
I did.
surprises me.
What
Yeah,
blows my
no,
mind
I
though
did,
is there's
like,
still
computer engineering shit.
there's still plugs here that only have 2. and that blows.
Oh, there's tons. Yeah.
Tons.
like
tons,
most
tons.
stuff now comes with 2.
I had a whole house of outlets
Yeah.
that were only 2 when I moved in.
So you couldn't plug in new
You get it
ones.
all replaced.
Yeah, no, dude, I have like 30 of those adapter things just because my house back in South Carolina only had the 2 prongs no matter what you could do.
I had
This is like an old house made like.
So you had to
Yeah.
put on an adapter to make it less safe
Yeah,
to plug in.
exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. There was a lot of old people I worked for that had that. Like their house was like built, before they were built.
So if you ever had to work
So-
on that, would you just replace them with new ones, or would you just leave them?
Well, I mean, it depends, like what the job was. Like if it
But
wasn't,
it wasn't
to-
like a code thing where you had to like fix their crap.
I mean, it always depends. Depends what you're doing. Like if it's new installation, fuck no. If you're like changing something, for the most part, you don't have to fix it.
I tried to get my family to change it, and they're like, "You have to rewire the whole house because there's no grounds here at all."
Well, that's
So,
essentially. I mean,
yeah.
at the end of the day, yeah, you need ground coming into your house, and then it goes into your panel, and then through your panel spreads throughout the entire house. So you can't really just like, well, I added it.
The benefits of here is that you can fit like 8 into the same space as 4 in the UK, and if you get zapped, it probably won't kill you. Those are the benefits.
Yeah,
Probably
I mean,
Yeah, that's
kill
it.
you.
I mean, if you get
So the
zapped
top
in
one
the
is
UK,
longer.
it still won't kill you.
But because the wire comes out the bottom there in that hole, they always land like that. If you ever unplug it, it will always be prongs up, and it murders the underneath of your foot.
That thing looks kind of like a
Gotcha.
sad unicorn with big eyebrows.
your ground wire isn't even circular too. It's weird.
No, yeah, they're all like
Well,
flat
it's a
pins.
prong, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's a pin.
Nothing
It'll
circular.
go right in you too.
I was
Also,
actually.
the European ones, they don't have one, but they have it like in the, because they have the 2 fascinating stuff in it.
Oh, dude, the audience.
They have
is
like the
nuts
2
over
the
it
2
right
round
now.
pegs
Like,
like
yeah,
this,
more.
but the earth is in the plastic, in the socket.
Okay.
Kind of.
I get what you're saying. It's hidden. It's hidden.
It's not the third prong.
It's hidden, like the power brick's hidden in the new Xbox One Slim inside the console.
When does it come out? Like in August?
August. Yeah.
Why didn't they do that
all
first
it's
then?
from.
So
I
it's 40%
wanted
smaller.
it. I want it now.
It's 40% smaller.
Why
and
didn't
the
they do
Transformers
it? Why didn't they do it
inside.
first? Because assholes like us are gonna buy 3 or 4 of them.
But like, what? That makes me ask the question: what the hell is in the current Xbox One? What is in there that
bunch
takes
of
up all that
fans?
space?
Well, here,
Well, actually, it's mostly air, isn't it, to keep all that shit cool? I thought that's what I remember. It's
We
just
didn't.
like-
We didn't have the technology 4 years ago.
yeah,
I
we
mean,
did because everything
yeah,
else
we
doesn't
did.
have them.
Everything's
But that's,
tiny.
that was my favorite part when I saw the video about the new Xbox One Slim. Was because that was a feature for them. Like they mentioned, they're like no power brick, and they show it go inside, like in their diagrams. Like
yeah.
it shows you like theoretically fitting inside the Slim, so like you don't have one, but it's like okay. No one else has had. Well, I guess the Nintendo had one. Nintendo sucks too, so nobody cares. But like PlayStation, I don't think they've ever had one ever in the history of PlayStation. The PS4 doesn't have one. PS3 didn't have one.
PS1 not have one?
I don't think the
I don't think
PS1
so.
had one. I don't think the PS2 had one. I don't think anyone's ever.
PS2 did not
and
have
it's
one.
never been mentioned. It's like whatever. It's a thing that if you have Xbox, you have the power brick, and it's like a wide. The most annoying thing about it to me isn't just the connection or just the big brick. It's the fact that it's 2 fucking plugs.
Yep.
Because it's like that shit gets unplugged all the time.
Yeah,
the
I would
Xbox
rather-
plugging into the brick and then the brick plugging
I would
into
rather
a
have
receptacle.
that though over the transformer that's on the plug that takes up like this.
Oh
much
god,
room
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
on your-
I
on
agree
your
with there.
strip. It's like, wow, I can't plug anything
the
else into
fucking
this.
Gimes case is like that.
Yeah.
The thing that's the most annoying
like in
about
the
the
middle.
fucking power brick, it's like in my bedroom, I have a TV and then I have a dresser. And my Xbox is on the dresser.
Sleeker.
And then so
Look
the
how
wire
small it
hangs
is.
off the back, but the wire's never long enough.
Yeah.
So you just have a brick hanging a foot off the
Right,
ground.
right.
And then you can't push your fucking dresser all
It's
the way up
just
against
this
the wall.
thing stuck in the
'cause
middle.
You got a goddamn brick
Yeah,
there.
mine barely reaches the ground.
Yeah.
And I have the same thing in my
It's so
bedroom,
annoying.
where like my Xbox is hooked up in the like media cabinet or whatever, and
I'm
then it loops
excited.
around, and like the power brick is almost on the ground, but it's like
Right.
a little bit in the
Right,
air
yeah, yeah.
because that's how fucking
Yeah.
short the wire is going to it. But my favorite thing about that is like I like how they announced it too. It's like, oh yeah, guys. No more power brick. It's like, oh, so you know it sucks.
Yeah.
You've been the only ones making it for the last 10 years.
See what they're not telling you is it's
About
still the
fucking
same,
time.
It's still the same length of cord for like for the brick. Yeah,
That'd be
it's just
incredible.
put it
It's
right
a 2-foot
there.
cord coming out of your Xbox.
I'm excited to play back podcasts like these in 50 years.
Yeah.
When the power,
50
power
years?
wires-
You'll be
You're
dead.
not gonna
Yeah.
be around.
I'll be around.
50 years?
Yeah.
You think you're gonna live to fucking 77, 78? You're 28 now.
Yeah, so
78?
I'll
Impossible.
do this for a while.
No.
Then I'll become the new Mr.
How
Bobby.
long does it last? Like a week?
So I have an Xbox One in
You
my,
have
in my
several
bedroom. I have
Xbox Ones.
4, I think. But I have an Xbox One in my bedroom. And I'm gonna buy a Slim, And that, but just buying that Slim for $300, I'm gonna get that much more of my bedroom back.
Yeah, but
Because I'm gonna be able to push my dresser back that much
it's gonna feel
further.
great.
It's
feel
giving
great.
me square footage of my house.
And hey, listen though, you do have to get a Slim for your living room though, so you can play 4K.
Well, I also don't
I have
want
a
to look like an
question.
asshole.
Is it only in white?
I think so.
It's
paint
not gonna
it.
match
Yeah, I
any
would
of my
prefer
stuff.
it to be black.
They got a flip flop. Give it a couple
bedroom.
months. They'll
Yeah.
put one out in black.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
they'll
like
release
it.
one in black when they release.
You know what I
Scorpio.
have? I got a Sharpie.
Ooh.
I can hook you up.
It looks like
That'll
it's that
work.
gloss material where the Sharpie liquid just like pools into
Oh,
puddles.
I did a terrible thing the other day. Speaking of Sharpies, that I still feel really guilty about.
Uh-oh.
I was hanging out in Gus's office the other day, and I was hanging out. It was like the whole team was in there, Bethany and Rachel and everybody, and like Gus walked out of the room for a second. He was being like a dick and walked out of the room for a second, bragging that he didn't have to be a part of some meeting about Let's Play. And I took some hand sanitizer and I squirted it in his chair, and then I put it back, and he went and sat down in it, and I was like, you know. And then he didn't notice it, and after about 30 minutes, he stood up and he's like. And he realized that he'd been sitting in hand sanitizer, and he's like, "What did you do?" And I was like, "Ha ha," and I explained it to him. And then later that
Explain it
night,
to him. So here's what I did.
later that night, he sent me. Let me see if I can find the photo. Why can't I click on this?
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
I just don't know.
It's taking a
I
while.
should be able to zoom in, right?
You should be able to click.
Yeah.
Go to cancel. Now do it. Oh, what? Did you type his name in?
Yeah, to find him. I don't know where he is. All right, here we go.
God damn, Jeff.
Alright,
Just
hold on.
watching
Any
Jeff
minute.
figure out
This
how
is
to
gonna
try to
happen.
use his phone is incredible
Oh,
enough.
stuff.
Did you
And
hear
then
the Apple
eventually you'll
announcement?
see it.
No.
They're making
Apple
emojis
announcement.
3 times bigger.
Why?
Are you serious?
He just sent me a text that said "asshole" with that.
Is that his couch?
No, it's his pants.
Oh,
it went white?
It bleeps the back. It bleeps the back of his pants.
oh, it looks like he's got cum on his
Yeah,
pants.
I don't know if you can see that.
I bet they were fancy Stitch
probably
Fix
can,
ones
but
as
it-
well.
You
hold
should
on.
probably send
Oh,
it to
Trunk
them,
Club.
and then they can edit it in.
Yeah,
right now.
it looks like Gus has cum on his anus.
And he's like, "Those were
Which
my
is a terrible
nicest
place to do
pants."
it.
I bet it doesn't
And I was
smell
like,
cum, though.
dude, I feel so bad. I said on the right side it was really funny, and he's like, "Yeah, real hilarious." And I felt really guilty, and I was like, "I'll buy you a new pair of pants," and he's like, "You can't afford them."
I feel like you probably could though.
I
I
probably I'll do a Kickstarter or something.
feel like you could probably afford pants. So.
He was
I could
really
sell you
mad.
your car
I felt
back and then you
so
could use the money.
fucking bad. I felt so fucking bad about that. I ruined his pants. Who knew hand sanitizer would bleach clothes?
Well, when you,
You
fucking
ruined my
mean-
phone. That was way more expensive.
but you're not
You spent-
Gus, all right?
I don't give a shit about that or you.
How,
That's the
okay,
thing,
so
though.
on a scale of 1 to 100, were you like 1 sorry about it? Or
With your phone?
yeah,
From 1 to 10?
from 1 to 100.
1 to
I'm
100?
just trying to make it so you can put an even smaller increment than 1.
I was
1 basically.
12.
Ah.
Yeah. I was.
That would be
already thought.
1.2 out of 10.
Yeah, it would.
Because I didn't
Put it
feel
in
bad about it.
perspective there.
I didn't feel bad about it because I had already come to terms with the fact that I was going to do it.
Is this when
long
you
time
threw his
ago.
phone over your shoulder?
I
Yeah,
did it
he
at
was
we
like-
were at lunch with like people
Oh,
from Microsoft.
oh, I know. Yeah.
And
He's mentioned it several times.
I had been doing it for months, and it was gonna happen. That was just the day it happened.
knew.
I had months to prepare for it. 2, I knew you were gonna be getting a new phone, and 3, you.
Fair.
So
Can't
the
argue
only
that.
thing that I felt kind of bad about is that you couldn't then resell your phone because you used to like to do that.
But going like
Yeah,
with
I
Gavin's,
still got it. It's still smashed.
going with Gavin's logic
Wait, so you
of-
could still
of
resell it.
earlier.
I'll put it up for a charity
Get
auction.
the
You can have it
screen.
for
Just get the
12 quid.
screen replaced.
On a 5? I didn't even make that anymore.
We got one
I
in
mean, I
our
don't
pocket.
know. These Gavin asking the
It
real
wasn't.
questions.
It wasn't a 5. It was
Well,
4.
it was a 4?
I think so.
It was a 4S?
I think so.
Yeah, it wasn't
were
a
you gonna
5.
sell
'cause
it
that
to?
was it was before.
It was the one that had the glass on the back. Because the back smashed and the front smashed. at the same
Oh,
time.
maybe it was a 5.
I don't think the 5 had.
I didn't- I
No,
don't feel like
5
it was
didn't have
older than
glass
that.
on the back.
Yeah, it did.
Did it? 5 did? No. You know better than I do. I don't fucking know.
The 4 and the 5, I think, were glass.
Here's the thing. Remember Gavin was saying before how like if he pushed the button, it was like partially my fault
Yeah.
because I
I've gotta
knew
find my
this had to
pocket,
be like
let's see.
80% his fault.
Oh, yeah.
Like he knew you were throwing his phone.
He has a 5. We
He
could just
loved
look at
it.
Yeah.
How do you still have a 5?
Because I don't upgrade my phone.
Oh yeah, it was a 4.
It must have
See?
been a 4S. Because I
No
never had
glass.
the 4.
No glass. Look at that.
Yeah.
No glass, sucker.
What's it
Who are you
like
gonna
living in
sell?
the past?
Yeah,
Dude,
I know,
it's-
right?
you
That
know,
if you've got
I'm
the latest,
used to it.
Have you
you
got the
know?
latest OS? Because that must be slow as heck
I don't
right now.
install
Oh,
updates.
good.
Yeah.
That's wise.
That is wise, yeah, because you'd like to keep
After
using your phone.
Exactly.
So are you
I
not
don't-
excited about all the Apple announcements? Mac
I am.
OS and all that?
I am.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I like
it's
the
gonna be
idea.
great.
I like the idea that like if I have my phone, or I don't have a watch, but if I have my phone on me and I go to my laptop, it'll like auto log me in.
They demoed the watch and how like if you press an app on the watch, it has to beam from your phone. It takes like 7 seconds, and now it's going to be instant, and that's going to change the watch entirely for me. Like I'll actually use it as not a watch.
That's great.
I'll use it for like doing crap on.
I'm also
Maybe
excited about.
use it for text.
I'm also excited
That's
about
about it.
Apple
Text are
Pay.
instant now though. Like some apps, like if I want to, I don't know, do something, I don't even use it, so I don't know what it does. But it's like the refresh time is just never worth it. I can supposedly unlock my front door with it, but it's like I'm at the front door. I'll just unlock the door. How about
Yeah,
that?
Right.
If I
Also-
can walk up to my house and be like, and the door unlocks, that's great. But
That's
it
how
doesn't.
it's
It doesn't.
gonna be.
It's gonna
That's
be like
what I
that.
do.
It
except
doesn't
I
currently
just
do
touch
that.
the door.
That's just a key.
Yeah, I should have got that one.
Should have.
Fucking Apple Pay coming to the computer too. It's awesome.
Yep.
I'm really excited about that.
Yup.
It'd be awesome. It's fantastic. Did you hear emojis are going to be bigger?
Three times.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's only the second time I've heard it, but 3 times
Yeah.
larger.
Dude, that's gonna fill up like half my screen.
Yeah. And it will, actually.
Yeah, it's true.
So we got a...
Oh, dude. You could
Alright.
also emojify what you just typed. Do you see that?
No.
So if you were like,
do what now?
if you were like,
There's like a translate to emoji?
happy graduation, it will bring up all the words that you can tap and it'll replace with the emoji.
I'm only gonna...
You could emoji.
I'm only typing like that. Right now.
Could we instead make like the words turn into emojis? So it's like I said like happy graduation, but it all turns into the shit emoji. It's just like a shit emoji in
So
the...
it just becomes poop and
Yeah,
poop.
it's like poop, but you,
I mean,
you
I'm
know,
sure there'll be a mod
in the
that
shape of
poops
happy
everything.
graduation.
You're asking for a lot there.
I am.
You're
Probably
asking-
can't do it on my phone.
You're asking for a
but
shit font.
Yes.
Yes,
a
he's
shit
asking
font.
for a fecal font.
Yeah.
A font.
believe.
Well, not just a shit font.
God,
for
I
any
saw
emoji.
a picture of a
Of
gravestone.
a piece of shit?
No. It was a gravestone that was engraved in Comic Sans.
Ah!
Like, talk about not respecting the dead.
Maybe they
Unironically,
liked it, though.
I thought
it was probably the guy who invented Comic Sans.
No, he wouldn't want it.
Sure.
It's a whole story about Comic Sans and how it doesn't look good because it was designed for much lower resolution screens where it looked a lot better. But blown up and like vectorized, it just looks like, ugh.
I think it looks fucking great.
It was a font
Yeah.
from a different time, Michael.
I use it for whatever. I'd use it for anything.
It just screams fun.
It does.
Really?
It does say fun. It's just like, look at this. This just looks fun. What are you doing?
It's not though.
Just got a text from my wife.
Nice.
She said, "See you soon."
Guys,
Oh,
should
nice.
we,
So I
should we like,
said, I'm
should we
stop by.
FaceTime Jeremy in? I feel like he's alone.
No, fuck Jeremy.
He's fine.
He
I
must
mean,
be
we
sad
could.
and lonely right
No,
now.
he's not. He's probably touching himself. He's the only one in the Achievement Hunter office right now.
Is
Unless
there
he's
a
got
way,
hookers.
can we remote desktop
Good.
into one of their webcams and look at him?
This second, probably not. I bet there's a way to do it that we don't have set up.
All right, so I'm gonna,
What we should do,
hold on a second.
we'll link to the Apple TV. We'll FaceTime from it and have the other camera go and find him. And like peer in and be like, there's little Jay. There he is.
I mean, we could do that.
You want to do it?
No. Do you want to do it?
No, but someone in the room could do it.
Stop. Come up with these
He's the
ideas
only one
before the
in the room.
podcast.
Anyone with a phone in this room can
Just
do it.
no. Who cares?
Yeah.
He's just gonna be sitting there. It's not worth it, man.
I just want to see what he's up to.
Just go
He's just
fucking
playing the
leave
game.
and go fucking
But
look
the
at him.
audience
Then.
can't come with us.
Well, fuck the audience then. That's what they get for being an audience, okay? If you want to see what Jeremy's doing at this second, you're gonna have to get a job here, work here, and then go work and sit in the office and be like, "What are you doing?" Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to my desk now.
Submit an application.
Submit an application to see what Jeremy's
see
doing
what-
right now. You can do it.
I'm just fascinated.
I know you are.
Why?
But
I bet he's not even in there.
it's
We'd
just-
set it all up and he'd be
you
like
just,
at lunch.
you're fascinated at making a lot of other people do a lot of work.
Are you?
I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do the work.
Are you really into like watching people when they don't know they're being watched, just to like see the natural?
No, I mean
Yeah.
he'd hear me come through the
Yeah,
door.
that's
Oh, no,
not
that's
true.
But what you're talking about?
That's
is
not
spying
true.
on him.
All he does is watch his cat. Your cat doesn't know that he's being watched with your fucking
Oh, you
security
have-
camera footage.
I don't check on my
which you
cat.
always like replay over and over again.
I did that
You're like,
once.
look, here he is. He ate shit. Check it out. It's funny watching a cat fall.
Yeah, he trips a lot.
That's usually like when you have something to show. Like,
So, when you leave, does your cat actually do shit? Like,
Hey,
walks- he
throws
walks
up.
around.
it does throws up.
No, mine doesn't throw up. He just trashes the place.
He just trashes the place.
Yeah, he'll
I-
climb onto the ceiling somehow and knock stuff down.
I
didn't
put
know it was up
a
there.
I put a camera to do that same thing to see what my cat did during the day, and I felt really sad because my cat sits at the couch where my front door is, and that's it.
He
she'll
just
go
waits
get
for you?
food, and then she'll go back to the couch and sit and wait for me.
That's
And then
a
after
sad
that, it's the
existence.
saddest fucking
and then
thing.
it's the saddest thing in the world because at the end of the day, you come
Exactly. It's like it's not anybody even important. It's just I walk in and they're like, "Oh yeah, you, great. I can go, sit on the couch now."
I forgot. I'm a cat, but I had the memory of a fucking goldfish. See ya.
Does it?
If I could, I can watch my cat. If I could also deploy a little mouse toy,
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be ideal. And I could
That's
control-
actually an update with
Do
the
you
Nest
feel an
Cam.
Yeah.
obligation to spend quality time with your cat after that?
Oh, not really, because I only watched it once, and after that, I was
heartless.
like, I can't do it anymore.
Like your cat is like it exists to see you.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
you
much
come
what it
home and
does.
you're like, leave me alone, asshole. I'm trying to play
Well,
Overwatch.
To be, well, yeah, it's true. That's what I do. But
Why-
like, to
why
be
is-
fair, my cat is the biggest bitch in the world. That cat will be like, okay, I want you to.
Well, because it waits for fucking
Well, no,
9 hours
I
a day
know.
just to see you, and you walk in the door and ignore it.
I don't ignore it at first. I'm like, oh, hey, good kitty,
at
good
first.
kitty, and then I
The
sit
cat's
down.
like, I spent 8 hours sitting on a couch waiting for 2
Listen,
pets.
I give it the I put on the facade of giving it attention.
well, that's what I do. Like, I pay attention to
I
it.
shake
for-
its
for a little
hand,
bit.
and then-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, I
then
got shit to do.
I sit down, I play or watch something or play something, and she sits in my lap. I'm like, okay, pet you for a little while, and then I keep petting her while she's doing that. But she'll get up, and then she'll jump in front of the TV, and she'll just like stare at me.
Because she wants
I
you
know,
to pay
I know
attention
she wants
to
my
it.
attention, and I get up. I'm like, hey, get out from in front
You're
of
a
the TV.
monster.
But then she'll run up, sit beside me, and when I try to pet her, she jumps down. So she doesn't want my attention. She just wants me to yell at her for being in front of the TV.
Dude, my cat is so smart. It had a urine infection once.
That is smart.
And it went
So,
to the doctor
to
and
let-
got it checked out.
To let me know, he jumped up on the bed and pissed blood on me. Just on the covers, on my chest.
Dude,
and I was
speaking
like, you are not well.
was-
And he just like pissed a little bit. He's like, look at that, blood. And I was like, damn. We took him to the vet and he got a tablet.
I
But
was,
that is
you
smart
bought him a
cat work.
fucking tablet? What does he play on it?
Think of an answer.
Is
right?
there are cat games on
I
tablets?
just don't approve of the joke.
it didn't meet the Gavin standard.
Nobody fucking says tablet.
What is
It's a fucking pill.
Oh. You don't say tablet?
You said I gave my cat a tablet.
No, but like, what is a tablet to you?
Yeah.
Aside from like a thing that you
I
carve
mean,
into
it's
or
just
an
a pill. That's what I just
So you've never taken a tablet? In your colloquialisms, you've never done one?
No, I would never say I've taken a tablet.
What do you put in your dishwasher?
A tablet.
A plate.
Tablet?
Yeah.
Dish soap.
A tablet. Yeah,
tablet.
it is.
It's powder, so it's not.
I mean,
I
Mine's-
pour it
mine's a-
like
mine's a
that,
little
and
tablet.
It's powder, so.
Are you in the past? Do you live in the past?
No, I get this, right? I open my dishwasher, I open the little tray, I pour in the powdered soap, close
No, I
the
just-
tray.
I
and
just
then
do this.
Dude,
close
same.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Just saying, but do you feed that to your cat? No.
That's a good point.
No, you don't. You put it in
I
the
don't feed it
dishwasher.
yeah.
So there are pills and there are tablets.
Okay, sure.
All right?
Yeah.
A tablet isn't a pill.
So
A pill
I
is like a capsule.
I've got a cat pee story, but it's Griffin's story, and if she's gonna stop by, I'll let her tell it.
Is she coming?
She just said she was gonna come stop by and say hi.
You better fucking hurry up.
I don't know if she's coming by here, but I said that we were doing.
Hey, I'll do this ad read while we wait.
Anyway, the cat's fine. I don't.
I'm glad you looped around.
I'd
that.
buy him special piss
Tablets.
food. Not made of piss, but it helps your piss flow.
Gotcha. I wonder if they had that for humans.
I think he had.
Native
I think he had
piss food.
dick crystals, which I think
Those are
happens.
Oh.
those are kidney stones.
Yeah, that's
I've had
that's,
dick
that's
crystals
what they
before
are.
as
Yeah.
well.
No, they don't build up in your bladder. They just
They
build
just
up
build
in
up in your
dick.
dick. Oh yeah. I've never had that. Right.
You had a kidney stone?
I've had several
Yeah.
kidney stones. Dude.
Yeah, he was stoning out.
Gotta drink
Yeah.
more water,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I do,
yeah.
but I don't.
I do.
Oh, you're
Look,
drinking now.
There's water in that
Drinking the
Coke.
kidney
Yeah.
stone maker.
There's water
That's
in that
true.
Coke.
I'll be fine.
Why are there headphones on your Coke?
Cause it's fucking. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yo,
They're
put
cool
your
now.
earbuds in, man.
Yeah.
We're Coca-Cola. We're with the times. We're hip. We're with it. We got earbuds too.
They're
Hear the
proud to be
freshness.
an American.
Yep.
That's what it
There
is.
you go. Americans have earbuds. You didn't know that? It's a fact.
We all own iPods.
Fact of life.
That's a very patriotic coat.
Well,
you've got
I mean,
there.
it could be red, white, and blue, but why bother with that?
That'd be Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's true. What are you gonna put my name on it? You're fucking crazy.
Pepsi, the patriotic Coke.
There's no red in Pepsi, is there?
But the
Yeah,
dot.
it's in the red part.
Oh, you're
Dot
right,
is
there is the
logo,
dot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they make the
See how
whole
much Pepsi
can
I drink.
blue. and you
I fucking
should.
hate Pepsi.
It's whatever.
I hate it.
It all
I
tastes the same to
hate
me.
it. I'm glad that you at least say to me because it doesn't
To me,
taste the same.
yeah, it all tastes. All
You're
soda
just
tastes the same to me.
very dead on a lot of levels, so I totally believe that.
It all just tastes vaguely like whiskey.
So we got Let's Play Live coming up this week, and then in 2 weeks,
And like, Let's Play Live's coming out in like.
if you're watching this Friday, it's
5
tonight.
hours?
If you're
4
watching this
hours?
Saturday, it was yesterday, bitch. You missed it.
It went awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you showed up.
If you're watching this Sunday, Let's Play what? That was so long ago. Who
I
cares?
hope you had as
Over it.
much fun as we did.
Yeah. But 2 weeks after that, RTX.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, I'm excited too. Yeah, RTX. 2016. I think this is the, I don't know, 6th, 7th one. I don't know.
We're doing an immersion.
7th one. Wow. Maybe.
And then other stuff. Then,
What's after RTX?
I don't know if this.
I don't
is something
know,
can talk
but
about.
like the segue was just up to RTX, and then I was gonna go from there. So
we can go up. to
that was all intentional.
Jeff
to
knows
go up
some
to-
shit we don't.
Yeah. He'll mention it after
something
that.
right after.
But
next. Yeah.
Next
what
up.
we're gonna be playing at RTX is a little Daybreak's H1Z1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier at the top of the show that they were a sponsor. And in
That's a-
fact, I'll read that sponsorship now.
That's a zombie game.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Daybreak's H1Z1. We're excited to compete in the RTX Showdown, and we think our fans are going to be really entertained, Jeff. The RTX Showdown is a friendly yet competitive exhibition tournament, not expedition, where 5 teams of 12 must work together to protect their captain in a battle royale match, H1Z1 King of the Hill. There's going to be, go for it. There's going to be 5 captains total, and each captain will represent one of the Let's Play family members, Achievement Hunter, Creatures, Kinda Funny, Funhouse, and Screw Attack. The team's goal is to protect their captain, and the games will ultimately come down to the last captain standing. I'm assuming that's going to be you, Jeff. I mean, really, you should.
How
do
many
it for Achievement
captains?
Hunter. Well, there's 1 for each team.
But how many total?
5.
Give?
No, 5.
Oh, okay.
5 captains, 5 teams. I'm on top of this. I got this. It didn't say give in the ad read where it should have said 5. At the end of the 2 rounds, whichever team's captain placed best on average will be declared the winner. We're putting an innovative twist on standard battle royale because the goal is to protect their captain. There is a team component for the RTX Showdown. Now until June 27th, fans can enter to be a part of the RTX Showdown team by using the hashtags that are incredibly difficult according to Gavin. Hashtag H1Z1Hunter and hashtag H1Z1RTX, and mentioning at H1Z1KOTK on Twitter. You can be entered into a drawing with the chance to compete on our team. 10 fans will be selected to protect us during the RTX exhibition match. While they won't be at RTX, they'll be granted remote access to a special server for these games. So those 10 people that's from home. If you want to compete, you can play it from your house. You'll be given a special code to compete at RTX. However, if you're going to RTX, stop by the H1Z1 King of the Hill booth, because we'll also be picking 1 lucky fan to join each team on stage to play alongside Achievement Hunter in the RTX Showdown. For more details on this, drop by the booth. Hashtag H1Z1 RTX.
What a fucking honor. You get to play on stage with us.
Yeah, dude. Jeff, and just to really slam it home, the RTX Showdown will take place at RTX in Austin on Sunday, July 3rd, 3:30 p.m. Central. Those not at RTX can watch it live at twitch.tv/roosterteeth.
Fucking A.
Yeah, man.
No,
Badass.
H.
Z1.
H.
Fucking H.
Yeah. H1Z1. So check it out. We'll play. Funhouse will be there. I'll definitely insult them. You know, who knows how they'll fare, but I'll yell at them.
Jussie,
I kind of like everybody else in the family.
Yeah, I like
You know what I
everyone else,
mean?
too.
Like Screw Attack, the Creatures, Cow Chop. Like they're all
Yeah, there's
like
no
kind of
one
funny.
else
so
They're
nice
good.
and likable.
They're just like
you
legit.
can't hang out with Kind of Funny socially and not have like the time.
No, dude, kind of funny live too.
Remember when we
I
went-
wish I was still there.
Remember that dinner we had with the Creatures like 3 weeks ago?
Uh-huh.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
The best time.
Yeah. And then we had lunch with.
Did they get drunk?
Cow Chop the next day.
Those guys were amazing.
And Trevor, their Trevor, didn't understand how food works. And
Their
how to order
Trevor is
food and
way
everything.
different than our Trevor
And,
on a
like,
brain mental
the
level.
waitress is like, "What would you like?" And he was like,
Oh, so he's like Dad.
kind of, I guess, yeah.
She broke him.
Yeah, he was
She
like,
gave up trying to get an order from him. And at
Wow.
some point she was talking to him and he just went.
Well, it's funny. It was like we were
I
at
just
this,
like looked at the table and
we were at
like,
this place
everybody's
ordering.
looking at me just like.
She comes to the table. It's the 2 sides of the table, right? There's that side and there's this side, and she starts at that side, right? And she's just going down the line, and then one of 2 things happens. She either starts on this side and goes down this line, or you do the box and you continue that side and then you come back around. You know, it's like that's how you order food. You know, it's pretty simple. So she's going down the line, like, what would you like? What would you like? What would you like? And then she gets to Trevor, and she's like, and you? And
Huh?
there's just dead silence. No. There's silence. He doesn't even look at her. He's just like, She's like looking at his menu. Probably about 15 seconds go by of just dead silence. And Lewis, who was next, he was on our side. He was next after Trevor.
Lewis?
Yeah. He kind of looks up because he's not fucking paying attention. He doesn't know what's happening. And he said to me later, he just realized there was silence. So he assumed it was his turn. And he's like, he looks up and goes, "Oh, I'll have this." And she's like, "Okay, this guy's ordering. Like, at least I'm hearing something." Starts writing down Lewis's order. 10 seconds into his order, Trevor just starts giving his order. He just starts talking. Like, Lewis is like on the morning. She's like, "Okay, do you want fries with that? I'll have the steak." And he's just speaking, and she's like, "What?"
I'll have the pulled pork.
In the middle of his order, like, could not be more in the center of it. And we're just like, what happened there, man? And then James yelled at him in a bunch. It was really
Dude,
funny.
It was awesome. James has a thing with him that's really funny, where he just has his fucking iPhone on burst, and he just
Oh,
does
he
this
just takes like
constantly.
a billion
like
photos
10,000
of him.
photos of him.
Or like half the lunch was him going, look at that photo. That one looked okay. Oh, you look fucking stupid in that one. How about this one? Oh, you're kind of happy there. What were you thinking? Did you have a happy thought there for a second?
He's like, I'll add it to the photo album.
Yeah.
I'm so scared of being Trevor in that situation
yeah.
that
It was bad.
Whenever I sit down and look at a menu, I make a panic pick for myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, if in an emergency, I'll have that. All right,
Okay.
now to see what I actually
That's
want.
smart.
And if it comes
That's-
around to me, I'm like, yeah, the
Here's the
pasta
thing.
salad.
That's
Here's the
good
thing.
to know that other people do that shit.
You're,
Yeah, you do that too.
I do that
It's
too.
like, I don't
It's
want to be.
like-
I don't want to be like, wait, please, wait.
Here's the thing. Like, you're a schmuck for doing that.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're a son of a bitch.
That's fine. You're a schmuck, but at least you have a plan. Like, you should just be able to order what you want and be done with it. But at least you know you might not, and you have that backup plan.
Wait, why am I a schmuck?
Because, like, you have to have a backup order. It's just funny. Like, just order,
you not do
just
that?
order your food. No, I go, I want that, and I pick it and I order it.
Yeah,
but
but what if you need time to read the whole menu?
I don't. Then I say, oh, I need another minute.
See, that's that. You're the schmuck.
No.
Can I be honest with
no.
you?
works.
I do that too.
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
fine.
I do.
But
Because what if they say, oh, I'm sorry, we're out of that today? Then you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly. You have that
fuck.
backup.
then you
Yeah.
say,
Start over from
Then I
scratch.
say, oh, give me a minute.
So I'll go
And
like,
then
I'll
leave
be
and come back
like,
later.
there's a steak and a burger.
then you made everyone
I'll get the
wait.
steak or the burger.
I don't care. A minute. Get the fuck out of here.
You're going to hell.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll see you there, buddy.
Harsh consequence.
That's a good point.
I don't think I'll be there. I think I'll be like,
I'll
I'll be
crop
there.
out like a good area for us to hang out in.
I don't think I'll be in
You're
hell.
like a-
I think I'll be
you're
on
mistaken.
staff. Like I'll be like looking through hell, looking at hell through the glass room.
No.
But I'll still
You're
be
like-
stuck there. But I won't be like in hell.
You're like a
You're very mistaken.
You're like a more progressive non-Jew hating Hitler.
I can see that.
Yeah, right?
I can see that. He's saying you're not as bad.
That's
You
true.
don't hate
Pull up a
don't
stool.
hate an entire group of people indiscriminately.
Griffin, be on this.
But you are terrible in every way. Hey buddy.
Not every way. Sorry.
Griffin, how much of a piece of shit do you think I am?
Can I have a kiss to
I
prove
haven't
we're
seen you
married?
in a while. So
See?
I don't know.
But like based on old, like the Gavin you know.
Did you
if
headbutt-
nothing new has happened?
What do you mean? Nothing new happened.
Like
No,
based
she's-
on everything.
Yeah, based on the
If I was
Gavin
to
you
make a
know to
judgment
this
call.
day, is he a piece of shit? Because she said she hasn't seen you in a while. Trust me, he hasn't changed in any way.
This is a really hard thing to suddenly walk into. And
Yeah,
have to be
well,
like,
I mean, I feel like it's
the person who just
perfect.
invited me to sit
It's
down.
just-
Perfect because there's no build up, there's no small talk. It's just like bam, straight into it. Gut
well,
feeling.
Yeah, it's like
What
your honest
is
opinion.
that? You know,
how
the
to achieve
phone's
100
good
port.
a little bit.
This is the diet beer.
The aged pork.
Gavin
Or
just
the
wants to
Well, you
specify
put your G in
that
it.
we were talking about when we're burning in
There's
hell.
so many cheese here.
When we're burning
Alright.
in hell, Gavin will not be there with us.
I don't think I'm gonna go to hell.
Because he's like, gosh, I'm not going to hell. And we're all like, well, we're gonna be there. And he's
You're
like,
still-
not me. And I'm
You're
like,
talking about being
Hell-
like
hell
a
is for-
floating above it.
It only works
hell
if
is
you
for
believe in it, right?
murderers.
is that how it works?
If you don't believe in it, it can't hurt
But
you.
he does believe it. He just thinks he won't be there.
Oh.
Murderous criminals.
No, that's not true.
Who's
No,
Michael
just like
murdered?
people who don't have the right amount of etiquette in certain situations, and
Drunks.
well, then we're all.
I'm pull up a seat. If
Dude,
that's the
if
case.
hell was just for drunks, I'd be okay with that.
If it was just for drunks, it'd be pretty cool. But where's
If hell
everybody
was
else
just
going?
for drunks, that's awesome.
Yeah, where's
That sounds
everybody else going?
Hell is a lot like Mardi Gras.
They're
That
in
sounds
hell,
actually
but they
extra
can't drink.
annoying. I kind of hope that
that
hell
sucks.
has its shit together, and when I get there, it's gonna be like organized. I don't want to be around a bunch of drunks for all eternity.
Are you worried that hell
you
will be
should have
better
married
organized than
differently.
heaven?
Better organized?
Yeah,
Than
it's
heaven?
like they have like better systems in place.
I don't know, but it's easier
I feel like
to get into
heaven
hell,
would be like, do what you want. You're in heaven.
No,
Not to evolve into
because
chaos.
To
Yeah,
get
but, like,
there,
in your
you have
own
to work,
space.
You have to work so hard to get there. I
Yeah.
can't imagine that the attitude's going to change. All the rule-following people that get there are not going to suddenly cut loose.
It's true. Well, that's the thing. It's
No.
like getting to hell is way easier, right? It's just like be
Well,
a
yeah.
shitty person,
It's like
do whatever.
it's like if you play Fallout 3. You know, it's easy to get negative karma for the achievement.
But-
you just murder a load of
but
people quickly.
here's the thing.
But to go the other way takes ages.
Here's the thing, though. I can see people getting to heaven and tearing shit up because it's like you want to talk about the grand scheme of things and assume like you're dead forever.
That
and
would
you're in
definitely-
heaven for all of you. What the fuck is a lifetime? It's nothing. You could be like a goody two shoes, follow all the rules, do everything. You get into heaven, you're like, oh, I'm here. You know what I mean? And just like get a flamethrower. You're like, you're there for eternity.
it's true.
In BJ Novak's
80 years
book-
is nothing.
In BJ Novak's book, One More Thing, he wrote about how a guy went to heaven, And he
Yeah.
was so excited that he got to heaven because he could see he loved his grandmother, and he couldn't wait to see his grandmother. And he kept calling her on the heaven phone and being like, "Hey, Grandma, let's hang out." And she's like, "I'm really busy. I'm really busy." And he couldn't track her down. And he finally finds her, and she's giving Frank Sinatra a blowjob. And he's like, "Well, heaven is different things
She's
for
like,
different
listen,
people."
I loved you when you were a kid, but at that point all my friends were dead, and who else?
Yeah,
wanted to
she
hang
was
out
like,
with?
"Listen, I was an old lady. I couldn't go anywhere. You came over and spent time with me. All
so
my friends were
sad.
dead. I'm young and spry again. I got shit to do." And he was
Sorry, if you were almost at that point of the book and you really wanted to know.
book came out 2 years ago. Fuck
BJ
off.
Novak's a funny dude.
He's a
Oh my
funny
god,
dude.
that book is
That book
Funny
is
name,
amazing.
too.
It is
Yeah.
great. There's
BJ.
some of those stories are so hilarious at the same
Blowjob.
time, incredibly like
Poignant.
yeah, like he's a great writer.
Yeah, he is a fantastic writer. It's a fantastic book. Hey, we were talking about cat peeing earlier, and I didn't want to tell your story.
Oh, thank you for not telling. Yeah, so Ruby, everyone's favorite cat, Ruby.
I was on the phone with Griffin at the time. I was
her
in.
original name?
She's always been called Ruby.
What's
Yeah.
the actual name?
Her name, if she had a name before, it was something that Sonic people gave her from in Louisiana.
Yeah, I don't.
She never had a name other than that.
She's only ever been Ruby.
I thought it was Egg, guys.
No,
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It
Sorry.
never was Egg.
It was Egg.
Once you
And the
moved
dog
out,
was
Says the
called
guy who
3000.
doesn't live there, and
once
come
you
over
moved out, that
sometime.
was the end of it.
So if I move back, do I, is it Egg again?
I call her Baby Kitty.
Oh, and by the way, Gavin's coming over to hang out tonight.
Well, Jeff was complaining, and Jeff's all mad.
I didn't complain at all.
Apparently,
He's
Jeff's
not
free
coming
tonight.
There wasn't a moment of
He
complaining.
texted me, he's like, hey, I miss you, we should hang out. I'm like, okay, cool, I've got
well,
time
that's
tomorrow, and
well,
then nothing.
well, that's the same thing too. He was saying on the podcast right as we started,
Yeah,
he's like, Jeff, we never hung out
you don't
anymore.
remember saying that you wanted to hang out?
Oh, but you said you couldn't do it.
No, I said I can do it tomorrow.
And then you never answered
Whichever
her. is
tomorrow
what she's
was.
saying.
It's fine.
Seven
So-
tomorrows.
I'm really
yeah.
busy too, and
Yeah.
I have things to do, so it didn't really bother me. I don't
But
know.
like, it's just like, but it's just like, here's the thing: don't
care
ask
about
if you're not
you,
going to
Gavin.
follow through, right? Like for Gavin,
No,
like, don't
it's-
say let's hang out if you're not going to.
I miss you. Not enough to follow through with shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I just want to give the appearance that I miss hanging out with you.
He doesn't want to hang out with us. By the way, he wants to hang out with ridiculousness, which I get. I'm totally fine with that.
Listen,
I'm
tonight,
not showing
it's like
anything.
just someone
I'm just-
I can see
I
why
think
he'd
you
want
spun
to.
your
Everyone who
hand.
makes him feel guilty, I can see why he'd be desperate to hang out with us. He's like, so I can come over and hear about how I'm shitty
No,
for
I
an
don't
hour?
care.
Great.
I do want to come over.
Well, there you go. You know where we are.
Sorry, but we're kind of busy tonight.
Anyway,
We're
so
washing
really?
our hair. All of us.
Damn.
The cat.
We're having like a.
group
I'm
hair
gonna go
wash.
back.
The cat.
Okay, so the
Sorry.
story about the cat.
You and I were on the phone. I was in.
I really just wanted to tell Michael, but I guess I'll.
I was in
He'll
LA
hear
or
it
some
later.
shit.
He'll watch it.
You just going in the corner?
Yeah.
All right.
There's a bin over here.
Well, you're just like our
definitely
cat,
coming over,
Ruby. So, all right, let me get to the cat story. So, I was hanging out in the bathroom upstairs. It was in the morning. So, she's always really insistent in the morning because she gets fed. And she came up and she was just like bitching at me. You know, like, meow, meow, meow. And I was on the
that's
phone
cat
with
is-
Jeff.
She's a mean
General
cat these
shit.
days.
She is mellowed out because she was missing and
Yeah.
like had a huge adventure and now I think appreciates us more.
She has mellowed out a bit.
She's a lot nicer than she used to be. However, she's done this new trick. I guess she learned on the streets. I was on the phone with Jeff, just like ignoring her for a
sensei.
minute. And
I could hear the
she-
cat meowing in the background.
So she just like backs her ass up to me. I had my like elbows like this on the counter. Backs up, and just sprays me.
With piss.
Yeah, she just pissed on my arm because I was not getting to her breakfast.
It was
soon
great.
enough.
I could hear the cat go meow, meow, and Griffin's like, shut up, shut up. Anyway, and she's telling me about her day or whatever, and then she goes, ah, fuck! And I go, cat bitch ya, huh? And she's like, I wish.
No, she just came
pissed
out
all
and
over
just
me.
like
Cat
peed all
pissed you.
down my arm.
God.
But she's also started peeing on our laundry piles.
My
That
cat
sucks.
did that. My cat did that the other day.
used to
I
do
thought
that.
she was like sick, but no, she just like took my laundry bag, got in it, peed all in it, and then it's like.
I
"All right,
understand
I'm
why
done."
your cat hates you now.
Well,
He told a story earlier about how he put a camera in his house so he could see what his cat does all day. When he leaves, his cat walks up to the sofa, sits on the arm, and stares at the door until he comes back.
Are you serious?
It's the saddest thing
so
I've ever
sad.
seen.
That is really sad.
And then when he comes
terrible.
home, he ignores the cat.
I don't ignore the cat.
And the
I pay
cat- when he's
attention to
ignoring the cat-
and then the cat doesn't want my attention anymore.
And then the cat. Sometimes
So-
the cat will go
Well, 'cause
sit in
she's
front of the
pissed or
TV.
whatever,
Yeah,
The cat will
I
go
guess.
sit in front of the TV and just look at him like,
Oh,
I know.
you
but
are some kind of a monster.
I'm not a monster.
Neglectful monster.
I'm not a
you're going to
neglectful
Frank
monster.
Sinatra blowjob hell.
Yeah, for people who are not in Frank Sinatra, that's the hell for them.
Yeah.
You're
No,
forced to give Frank Sinatra.
I
a
pay
blowjob.
attention to the cat. I do stuff with her. But ever since we moved here, she's been like shitty and like shittier than she used to. I used to be able to
It's
play fetch with that
stressful.
cat and do all
You had a
this.
fetch cat?
Yeah, I throw the ball, she'd pick it up, take it back. I loved her. 'cause
Maybe
I
she
could play
found,
video
she found
games,
out that that's not a cat thing, and she's like, that
could
fucking
be it.
asshole.
I don't
I don't
know
know.
what you did to Egg though, because she was a beautiful little friendly kitten when I was there, and then I came back and she's.
Do you think it was the time you stuck your finger up her ass?
Yeah,
She liked that, and that was an accident.
it's not an accident. It was not an
She
accident.
like that.
Well, she
Did
didn't
you
hate
call her
it.
after?
No, I
Were
just
you
picked-
like, oh man, you like that, right? I'll do it again. What?
I've never done it twice.
She didn't say no.
He
true.
was a very he was
Talk
a
about
tease
fingering
with
the
her.
cat.
She was about she was like going
did
through
it.
heat because we hadn't gotten her fixed yet and we didn't realize it was going to happen that soon. She was still
Yeah.
kitten-like.
She
you
was
know?
still like
That happens
meowing
way
and
earlier
then
than
backing
you
her
think. Earlier,
vagina
yeah.
into stuff.
She was indoor only, but she was still desperate to get outside, and she was just like yowling. And her whole she would like every time she got close to you, she would like put her butt up in the air. I think you just teased her too long because you'd pet her, and she
I
was
would
like,
pet her
"When
to
is this
try
gonna
and-
get to the next
I didn't
level?"
know I was like building her up to some sort of climax. I was just stroking her and be like, oh, it's okay, you'll be done with this soon. And she'd be like spreading her.
But I feel bad for her because we fixed
Sounded
her,
the
and
funniest
she's,
joke
as far
I
as
could
I know,
never
she's
say.
never had cat sex. And they don't have cat sex after they get spayed, right?
I mean, it probably wouldn't be
I
enjoyable.
had an indoor-outdoor cat that he got neutered, but that cat had like a girlfriend that he walked around with all day, and he definitely sprayed shit. So I think he just grew back.
He was like Varys.
Yeah, exactly.
Arrow spends a lot of time humping Frank's dog, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
But she's a
Yeah.
female dog?
Yeah. She does not care. She goes to town.
yeah.
Should we just get a
And
strap
she's
on
like
for that dog?
she's a lot shorter than he is, and she also has no penis, but she will not stop trying.
She's not letting that deter her.
How many dogs do you have?
Just one.
One.
Yep.
How many dogs do you have?
More dogs than anyone needs.
I want one, but I feel like my cat would just go
Oh
crazy.
my! No, you can't
Yeah.
do that. Well,
Fucking maybe to give
Just
a cat
care
something
about
to do
the
all
animal
day.
that you
I
already
want,
have.
I want
No,
a
He
friend.
already
Any-
doesn't care. We've
if
already had
anything-
this
Yeah, we-
conversation.
we
do
His
care.
cat
We were talking
sits
about it.
around
I
all day
care.
Yeah, yeah.
for him. And
I care a
he
lot
doesn't
about
care.
that cat.
If
Like I
anything,
realized
though-
the other day because I thought she was sick, and I was like, oh no, I actually don't want you to die. You're annoying, but I don't want you to die.
You're gonna.
Wow, you're a great
That's as much.
parent.
You
That's
care
when it
enough to
realized,
just keep
yeah.
her hanging
He's like the
on.
Mother Teresa of assholes.
But she was a rotten bitch, right?
Oh yeah,
My
according.
cat, yeah.
Mother Teresa?
No, Mother
Mother
Teresa.
Teresa.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
There's
there's a
some-
book.
Hey.
What's it called?
Oh, what is it called?
Allegedly.
he's allegedly
It's called the missionary
a
position.
bitch.
No, it's not. That's the play we just saw.
Oh. I didn't see
It
that
might be
book.
called missionary. Actually, maybe you're right.
Yeah, it is.
The missionary position.
Mother
great
Teresa
call.
invent that?
Tell me what a book wasn't called.
All right,
she
so
did.
there
Yeah.
is this
Who had
theory
green
by
hair
this
first?
one author. No, this is.
Who had
there's a
green
lot
hair
of things
first?
called-
Jeremy or Griffin?
Griffin.
Okay. Jeremy's copying
That's
Griffin.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
I really wish I had known I was going to be on here today because I did not put a lot of effort into this.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Just.
that's how Jeff wanted it.
Actually, I dropped by
Thank you
here
for not doing that
to
right here.
do a survey because this is the biggest collection of young people that I'm around, like younger. Because I was just at a Rotary meeting.
How's the Rotary meeting?
What's the average age of
Anybody
the
die in the meeting?
No, but we did have some announcements.
Is
of
there a
illnesses.
defibrillator?
in the Rotary.
I don't want to talk about the Rotarians and whatever, but
They're called Rotarians?
Yeah, I'm a Rotarian.
Nice.
She's a vice chair.
Texan, Rotarian.
Actually, I just got a banner because I have to do a makeup meeting. When in LA, I want to go to a makeup meeting because you're encouraged when you miss a meeting to go to another city and like become an ambassador. So let me show you my banner.
Oh,
Shit, here we go.
So does every state have a
City's got multiple depending on the size.
Every
but like
city.
if you're from Texas, you're a Texan. Does every state have an N or an
Well,
like a
it's-
New Yorker, right?
It's just the like.
Yeah.
Like what's
I don't know.
someone from Arkansas?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Arkansasian.
It's got little tassels.
I'm an ambassador. Of the Rotary
Incest
Club of
survivor.
Fuck. Nice.
That's
South,
really
And
South
I get beer
Carolina's
on it.
pretty similar.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna get.
Austin. It would be
beer on
very
it if you
appropriate
put
for
it here.
Austin. Just dip it in some beer.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what it's like. Everything's got beer in it.
So what do you do at Rotary meetings?
Well, I say a prayer. I salute both flags.
joke.
Yeah, thanks.
Today I saluted the American flag and then I saluted the Texan flag, which apparently has a poem that goes with it or like a little saying, like a pledge.
What's the pledge?
Guns and shit.
Pledge allegiance or I pledge. I have to always
pledge-
look at the overhead.
I
projector.
pledge barbecue to the bullets.
I pledge to the. I pledge
States
allegiance
of
to the
Texas.
Texas. So it's similar to the American, but it's like slimmed
Oregon
down
is
and-
rolling over in her
Texas.
grave right now.
Anyway, then we say a prayer and then we start the meeting. And we had a speaker today talking
So it's
about
religious? Are you in a cult?
It is not religious.
cult of
It
Texas.
is historically, I think, religious, but they're pretty vague with their prayer. Usually, depending on who's giving it.
What was the speaker? Who was the speaker?
I forgot her name. I have it written down, but
Tell
it
me a lot
was
to you.
a Rotarian couple that they do like work in India. I'm sorry, there's a lot. There's like 200 people there.
So when
I'm
is-
trying
Only
to-
one
I'm
was
trying to learn
speaking.
names.
When
Only
is
one
Jeff-
person was
I have it
speaking.
written down. It's in the van.
When's Jeff gonna join?
Two
I
things.
need some people to go with
I
me to
think
meetings.
Griffin would
Don't look
appreciate
this
it
way.
if I
Don't
didn't.
look this way.
I'll go.
I think Griffin would appreciate it if I didn't go to a Rotary meeting. It's kind of like the time Griffin begged me to go to the Beltane ritual, and then she said, "Why did I do that?"
Yeah, you
Is
don't
that the
want to.
naked titty thing?
Yeah, because we had to enter in the circle with perfect love and trust,
I did not.
and he's not capable of
His
agreeing
soul
to those
is
things.
black.
Yeah, no, it was bad. He just sat there and like was laughing at everybody while they were naked dancing around a pole, and it was very embarrassing.
It would be hard not to. I could totally
To be
see
fair,
that.
I did a fair amount of pointing.
His soul is black.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely not being reincarnated, like getting to what is it, Summerland?
Sure. Yeah.
You're not gonna be reincarnated in anything
Ah,
good.
damn it. What did you think of Preacher last night? We were talking about it earlier.
Hell of a time.
That dude is hot. That's what I think.
Jesse
Main
Custer?
character?
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Little Howard Stark
I'm
there.
putting it out there.
Has
in case
Jeff-
this doesn't work?
Has Jeff made out with the dude?
Okay with that.
No, yeah, I have to find the right dude. Oh, so
I feel like you've been looking for 5 years.
anyone would like to write in? No, I'm kidding.
Right
Years ago, we went to a boxing match, and I bet on the underdog because that's what I like to do. The guy was like going to lose for sure, but then something happened, and he knocked the guy out, and
The heavy favorite.
Jeff lost a bet, and now he has to make out with a dude that I pick for 20 seconds,
Dude, that's a long one too.
and I get to
Damn,
watch.
dude.
But I
Yeah.
don't want to pick somebody that's gonna gross him out. Like I think I want it
Like
to be
every
something-
dude.
I want to
Yeah.
like really test.
Hey, I'm right here, buddy.
I don't want
If
to
you
touch
need
you.
me.
He wouldn't even show up.
No, he
to
would
do
like
it.
he would totally stand you up. Like it's
Yeah,
not
he
even
wouldn't
worth
even
it.
be there.
I mean,
Let's do. We'll come out. I'll come over. We'll watch ridiculousness. We'll make out. It'll be great.
Yeah.
look at this. I'd give you a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you
That
don't
is
want
not
that in
enticing.
your mouth.
That is not enticing.
Bite your tongue off.
Oh, Jesus.
Scoring
Oh.
is so much of like hooking up with somebody is being around.
Oh, Christ.
You've been
I'm
around
coming
for a
over
while.
tonight.
Yeah.
Coming over tonight.
You're not.
Only because he promised to make out with him.
That's not
You
happening.
can do it tonight too. You can
It's
knock
true.
that out.
No.
Get that out of the way.
I've already seen your penis.
I don't.
So you might as well make out with him.
It doesn't matter. You're not. It's not about what you want. It's about what
Why
I
is
think.
the, what
That
is
is
the
true.
penis? When did the penis come into play with
Because
making
he's
out?
seen it.
I'm saying
Yeah,
that's
it's
He'll
like-
just, when he's making out with you, he's imagining your penis.
That
was a
what it
step
looks
further.
like.
Exactly. You're already past that hump.
I don't think
The
seeing a
making out's
penis
nothing.
is a step further than making out with someone.
He showed me his dick.
But how is that further? Like you're not touching him.
It depends the connotation of him showing
missed
the
a call
dick.
from
If it was
that
like
lady.
a present for him, then that's a step further.
But I mean, but you saw his dick, and then nothing happened. You were like, there
Well,
it
it's
is.
Griffin's
something
choice
happened in
anyway.
there.
You
Put it
clearly
back
don't
in.
want me to make out with Jeff. So who's it going
Well,
to be?
clearly Jeff doesn't want you to make out
It's
with
kind
you,
of more
so.
about what I think is gonna be hot.
Yeah, that
So no,
would not be sexy.
I just you're part of the family. It would
You
be
need like a
sister.
big, like bearded
okay.
guy.
That's like the
like
nice way of putting you
lumberjack
down.
guy
No,
or
you're part
something,
of the
right?
family. There's no way we could all make out because it would be incest.
Yeah, it would.
It would.
Wins.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I'd rather find somebody with like lots of muscles and maybe a ponytail. Maybe a ponytail.
A ponytail?
I'm into ponytails.
Would you
yeah.
accept
Jeff,
a
are
man
you
the
one?
man bun?
Yeah, there you go.
into ponytail?
All right. So
Doesn't
if,
matter what he wants.
so what you're saying is if I take a year, I get really buff, I grow my hair out, ponytail that shit out.
I would
that'd be alright?
love to
You're
see
gonna put that much
it.
effort in making out with Jeff.
I would
That'd
love
be funny.
That's the most effort anyone's ever put into
I
making
would
out with
love to see it.
I'll just come in and
Gavin
just
hitting the gym. That'd be incredible. Fucking Laser Team 2, Woody's just ripped. He's got long,
I
flowing
need a body
Fabio
double.
locks.
I need a body double that's skinny.
You need to get the guy that they used in Cap 1 to play you. That's pretty accurate.
Yep. I mean, that was me.
That was your head on him? Whoa. I didn't realize that with that movie with Captain America. They did both. At first I thought they just swapped the heads and they got like a really skinny guy to play him in the beginning and then they put Chris Evans' head on
look
top of him.
weird.
It did look weird.
But they did both. They did that, but they also did a shitload of the scenes are him, and they just like crushed his body. Like Chris Evans and like the scene when he's talking to Bucky in the beginning, and they're at the war, or they're like at the fucking display right before he goes to apply, and he's like, "Men are laying down their lives. I'm doing the same thing." He's like looking down at Bucky in that scene, and then in post they just went like. And just like crushed his body inwards.
The weird thing is, like, under his chin, they make him look like gaunt and skinny, but he's got like a fat neck in real life, and it just looks like.
It's also weird just because he's a large man that it just sounds like this, and then it's like on that body it doesn't make any sense. Like they didn't fuck with his voice at all, and I guess like maybe it would have been weird if they messed with Chris Evans' voice, but like that guy doesn't sound like this. It's just bizarre.
It's like Ben.
Kind of, yeah.
He was great in another teen movie. That's a good movie.
He was. That was the
Yeah.
first movie I ever saw him in. Probably the first movie most people ever saw him in. I remember seeing that movie, and then there was a passage of time, maybe a year or two, where he wasn't in anything else. And he was only, if I ever saw him, he was that guy from Not Another Teen Movie. That's like how, in my brain, it always works with actors. If I don't know who the fuck you are, I haven't seen you in enough things, you're just like, oh, you're that guy from that movie. And then, like, you hit that point. When I think it was he became Johnny Storm in Captain America. And I was like, Chris Evans.
See, for me, because
I remember this guy's name.
there was already a famous guy in England called Chris Evans, and I immediately thought, man, this guy has the same name as Chris
Oh,
Evans.
that's easy.
And now he's
Yeah.
way more famous than the ginger bastard who is Chris Evans in the
take
UK.
that.
What
For some reason, is presenting Top Gear.
What time are we doing the other one? Theater mode?
Are you late?
Pretty soon.
In like 13 minutes?
Hour and 13.
Hour and 30 minutes? Okay.
Don't you have to do the post show of this?
Yeah, and so do you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna pee
The
first.
fuck do you mean? I'm what? How dare you?
Or you could just cut this off now.
Do you want to
And then
go?
just-
Oh, we started the post show like 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, this is the
Can I ask you guys a question
up?
before we move off of the physical conversation?
Jeff making out with
you
dudes?
could, no, that's not. I meant the.
What about Tom
Chris Evans
Booker?
one.
Oh, okay.
If you could change one physical feature of yours, what would you change? Like if you could just not without surgery, just like snap your fingers.
I'd make my nose bigger.
Just go for broke. I'd probably maybe be a little taller.
Okay. How tall are you now?
5'9", 5'11".
How about you?
You just go for 5'11". You wouldn't go for 6 feet. You're like not quite.
Well, no, because with Lindsay, how tall she is. Like, I don't want to be that much taller than her.
Yeah, but she'd be into it.
Yeah, but
probably.
then she could wear heels. Like
Yeah, I know. But whatever.
All right, no,
I
I'm
listen.
curious.
3 inches, it's crazy. I've lived my life at 5'9". I don't want to go nuts.
So you
okay?
wouldn't-
yeah, you don't want to get
go for
vertigo.
I get
And,
2
like-
inches and call it there.
You wouldn't go for rugged beardage.
Nah, I don't care that much.
Eh.
I mean, I don't really care that much about anything. I'm pretty happy with my human body. No complaints.
I'd probably go a little taller.
How about you, Griffin?
Oh, I don't know. I guess that before I didn't have an answer for that when I asked the question.
Shit.
Matt Bragg?
Let's go around the room.
Probably my
Matt Bragg,
hair.
You're like
clothes
that guy
that
ordering
fits
food.
you. How about that?
Yeah, dude. No, look, man.
You've got the lank going on.
That's the thing. I'm really lanky as shit.
Right, but you're
And
thin as fuck.
I know, but the
So,
problem is
you're
like
fucked.
I hate clothes that like hold on to my body. It just
That's
feels
what all
weird.
clothes
I know,
does.
but I mean like these are like bigger, so I've got like room to kind of do whatever.
Okay.
If
But
I
it
were
you-
doesn't
break
help
dance
because
or
I'm skinny.
anything.
If I were you,
Yeah.
I'd ask for less spidery hands.
Here's or
This is not an opportunity to
It's-
say no.
Sorry.
Just so you know.
Like shit on me. Though.
Alright.
it is.
Well, I feel like we
Here
should all do
comes-
ourselves, and then we
what
should all
he
do
did a
each
little
other.
bit.
It is, but I get it though, because my fingers are fucking long.
Yeah, like
But-
you could touch someone's brain with those.
You want me to try?
I mean, you could
right now.
in
I don't know. I'd probably change my hair. I don't like my hair.
Okay.
I mean,
just
you could.
like-
It's the one thing you have control over.
No, because no matter what I do, it still is like straight and flat. I can't
Get a
it to,
perm.
like-
Get a perm.
yeah.
I don't know what that really.
I mean, my
entails
hair's
doing
straight.
Here's what it
that.
entails. You go to
Entails
the
going to the
salon.
salon.
He said, "Give me
Well,
a perm,"
that's-
and
he
then
could-
it makes your hair like mine. And
He could look like
So I
the-
hate it, and I want hair like Matt has.
He could look like the
'cause
white
everyone wants
afro
it.
guy
Don't-
in
Zombie Island.
Don't have. Griffin.
See, I don't want to look like the white Afro guy.
Like your hair's straight.
Yeah.
Right. My hair's straight.
Totally.
Your hair's straight.
Yeah.
You could achieve either of
I
these
could-
looks if you
but
wanted
see,
to.
Yeah.
but mine gets weighted down. It's just like it immediately will. I'll raise it up in the day, and then like
Yeah, you can
It
see the
goes
difference
down.
between the two
Yeah.
of y'all's. You've got like yours is a little more like a straw texture.
Dude,
Not
my
straw,
my
but it's
hair
got
won't
some body.
Stop.
It's like
And his is.
his is like
yeah, it flows
Slowing down.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
My hair fights upward.
you know how you can fix that? Bleach the shit out of it, and it'll just go.
See,
It'll get
And then
I
dye
don't
it back
like
to your
it.
original color. So you're fine.
Do you remember the haircut you gave me back in the day, where at the same time I think I had it black at the back, blonde at the front.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a mohawk with the mullet attached to it.
It was awesome.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
And a
great.
tail. It was more
Can
of like
we
a tail.
can we do that again?
Yeah.
Your hair doesn't seem.
Actually,
long
I
enough.
want to do an ASMR haircut role play. So I need a haircut
I'll volunteer for the haircut guy
Yeah. All right.
because I haven't had chaotic hair in a long time.
Wait. So you're trying to say I can only do chaotic?
I mean, it was chaotic as fuck.
I
Kidding
shaved
me?
your head that one time. I think honestly, you look at it above his head. You
No,
look
I've
a lot.
already done that.
You
He
look more
fucking
macho.
hated
He looks
that.
more macho.
He hated it. He
I
hated
just my
that
head is
haircut.
too round.
Yeah, your
That's
head's
perfect
pretty.
shape for
Your head
it.
is very
Yes.
cue ball shaped.
I want to eat.
It's better than lumpy and weird.
Hungry.
Yeah, I mean it's way better than lumpy. I remember that.
Can you
Do you
help me
want-
with
do
this?
you
Two
want us-
hours
He was
in
really
that.
I have
upset
this.
about it.
Do you want us to smell your shit?
Oh yeah. So the thing I need to do.
what?
I just dropped by because I was trying to borrow people's noses. I have to before we leave town.
You want to take some of mine?
I am for RTX.
Is that what you wanna
This is Rooster
say?
Teeth related, so you guys have to listen for a second. For RTX, I'm designing soap and perfume. So the scent for the soap is going to be a matching perfume oil. And I'm making a maker's soap essentially. It's gonna be super like gritty and for taking paint and glue and all that kind of shit off your hands.
Like mechanic soap.
And I carved
yeah.
a little, like mechanic soap, but cuter and smelling good.
You know, it's not gonna be in a giant orange tub
Maybe
where you go.
it's-
I love that shit. No,
Maybe
I
it's
just
that's what I
did that
grew
all
up with.
stylized. But so I already carved the piece for the mold. It looks like a crosscut of a log.
Ooh.
It's also like laser printed onto the front. To
Yeah,
make
it
so
looks like a
precise.
log if you can't see it.
Yeah, so it's a little crosscut. And it's, but then I'm trying to figure out the scent, and they gave me like a bunch of blends, and I'm trying to get like,
A consensus.
like see more than, cause you know,
Have you
everyone's-
polled anybody here yet?
No, because I just showed up
Consensus.
and I was pulled into this, and immediately asked to like judge Gavin and his ability to be a friend.
And you judged him poorly, right?
Well, I'm dancing
like you
as well as I
sideswiped it.
can
Right,
around
yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly.
You avoided it.
You
the
just
whole time.
dodged it
Yeah.
and then confirmed
I
the
think
hatred.
I think yeah,
I think
a
that
dodge
went
is kind of an answer.
I just decided to point out how well I dodged it. Now we can back out of that.
Can I tell you guys something about Griffin? When Griffin does this, when she's saying something, she's covering up the fact that she's lying with a sweet, like, this is always a sweet voice, and this always means, like, don't believe what she's saying.
That's my like
That's,
implied.
no,
bless his
I've known
heart.
you for 12 years, so you go,
Bless his heart.
what? No, motherfucker.
I will say this, Gavin. You know me well enough to know that if I was pissed off at you, would I be able to hide it?
No,
Yeah.
no, you wear your hate on
So
your
she's
sleeves.
not mad.
You're
She's
not
like,
drinking out of a light blue shitty cup right now.
I kept that mug.
Yeah, I know you kept it, so I can't.
It's the only one I
I
kept.
remember I got that mug once.
Did I give it to you?
Hell of a mug. Yeah.
You and I have both
You
had the
probably
mug
deserved
before.
it.
Yeah, I probably did.
I've never
I
had
got
the
it, but I don't remember what it
The
was
Griffin
for.
scale.
But I'm sure I deserved it.
She does something. She's
I think you spit in it too.
I didn't spit
Nah,
in it. I've only spit in one thing.
I didn't
that
spit in it.
That was a long time ago.
I would never.
I mean, Griffin went into the kitchen and then I heard like, and then it came out and it tasted fine. But I'm sure it wasn't in the cup.
It tasted fine. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
He'll
would you
never
complain
know.
if that was part of the recipe?
It's a little bit of love. That's what they mean by made with
A
love.
little
Yeah,
bit of
love from saliva glands. It's love.
I peed in it
What
a
did you
little
spit in?
bit.
I loved it
I
a lot.
spit in a sandwich back when I was before I met Jeff.
Sandwich. The
This
bread would
fucker-
soak it up.
No, well, it had like a dressing already, so it's already like a little.
Oh, dude, so what she's saying is the bread was already wet.
And it was like a
Don't
one of
do
those.
that with him right there, please.
It was a.
He won't throw up. He'll just gag.
It was fine.
Hey, watch
The guy loved the sandwich. That's all that matters.
Did
right?
you watch him eat it?
I did because I needed the satisfaction. What's the fucking point if you don't want
No,
to eat
you're
it?
totally right. You're totally
true.
right.
He
I've
has had it
never
coming, and I
done
don't
that.
regret
Yeah.
that at all.
Eat
I've
it.
never
tell
done that
him?
to a human being.
Eat it, you piece of shit.
No, I
because
feel like
it
the
was for me, it wasn't
satisfaction.
for him.
The satisfaction would be there anyway. It's like in a game. If you place
It's
a proxy
there.
mine,
I mean,
you don't have to be around when it goes
You're
off.
right, it's
Yeah.
there, but it's certainly added.
No,
It's
it-
certainly if she's sitting there looking at it,
So
it's
wait, what
definitely
did
an
this- It was like
added
this.
satisfaction.
What did this guy do? What did he do?
He was just fucking shitty. Okay, so I used to work at this antique mall in San Marcos, Texas, which I think is bulldozed now. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's gone.
All right, so
Dots.
it's probably fine. This place called
Like
Dots.
Dippin' Dots? Oh, no.
No.
Never mind.
No, it's like this little cafe in the back of an antique mall, which is all consignment antique people in a big warehouse. The owner of that building that ran all of the whole building was just the biggest prick, and I had tattoos. So at one point he accused me of stealing in front of a whole bunch of people, and I was really put a bunch of shitty like floor mats, like from restaurants. They're rubber and they've got holes in them. You hose them down. I had put them in the box to be able to walk out gracefully and not have like be dragging
Shitty floor mats in
shitty
front
floor
of the
mats in
customers.
front of customers. I was like trying to be nice, and instead he said, "Hey, you!" And he like stopped me, and he had to inspect the box, make sure I wasn't walking out with antiques. And so he had already been shitty up to that point, and he used to come and expect free sandwiches all the time because he owned the place. And so I gave him a free sandwich.
Have you ever spit in anything?
I bet he was into you, so he probably enjoyed the spit.
Have you ever spit in anything
There's
Jeff
not a-
related?
Huh?
Have you ever spit?
Would it matter? Don't we make out anyway?
It doesn't matter, Jeff. It
Doesn't matter.
doesn't
That's not the
matter.
answer I was looking for.
It's just
No.
like getting a kiss that you didn't even know you were getting.
Yeah.
Do you think I put that much effort in?
No.
At this stage?
Not at this stage, but
Oh, speaking.
Originally.
Guess what we're
knows?
doing tomorrow?
I thought you were gonna say tonight, and I was like,
No.
we're watching
We're
ridiculous.
watching
Tonight.
Ridiculous.
Make out and-
Guess what we're doing tomorrow?
Having
we
sex.
are. Well, Millie will be there
No, we're not having
That's
sex.
tomorrow. What's wrong? We're having lunch with Linda.
oh, Linda, fucking
Unicum. Yeah, Linda Buzzarati. Yeah, she's in LA
Linda's
for
the
E3.
bomb.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
know it was
Griffin and
tomorrow.
Alan and I are gonna go.
But I
have
wanna
lunch.
go.
You should go to
Go
LA
to
tomorrow.
I won't be there.
No.
Well, you were invited.
post show.
We should have her come and play
Yeah.
Fibbage again, though. Did she? No, it
Football.
wasn't Fibbage. It was.
I think it was Quiplash,
The
maybe?
drawing one.
The drive.
Oh,
Yeah,
Drawful.
Drawful.
That's fun.
We should just all go to Budapest.
That was a good
Budapest.
class.
Budapest is the best. It's so cheap
Budapest,
too.
I feel like we should go to Budapest and then also do a little other bit of Europe.
I want to do Prague.
Prague.
Prague's
I wanna
good.
go to-
I've been to Prague. It's nice.
I want to go to.
Are you still
Well,
cool
wait.
with? Are you still cool with Europe? By the way,
What's
I
that
thought
other
you were
place?
seceding.
No, I want to stay in Europe.
No,
Let's not get political, but we should stay.
I don't want to get political, but I thought I heard you in the office the other day talking about. You're like, we'll secede.
You said
Fuck,
fuck. You
fuck
said
Europe.
You said fuck Europe.
I don't think I said that.
I'm pretty sure you did.
pretty sure you're
weird.
just making up crap.
Weird.
And we'll
I
just-
tweeted
I
it.
guess-
It's two of them saying.
I
Jeff,
tweeted
I
it.
guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I tweeted that we should stay, and everyone yelled at me that I shouldn't vote because I don't live there anymore.
And I saw
Damn,
that.
dude.
It's not like it affects the future or anything where I might be there again.
It
or
was
my
like-
family and friends.
It was the first time
It-
I've tweeted to you in like a year. Because I was up at like 5 in the morning going, what is he doing?
You're just like really.
I
Yeah.
figured that was the safest time to argue
This is
politics.
like a
on
hot
Twitter.
button issue for Gavin. That, like,
And everyone
he
was
wants
like-
to secede.
Everyone was like, "Don't worry about them. You can vote. You're still a citizen." I was like, "Damn right. Of course I can vote. Obviously."
All right.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, that's
can't
powerful.
vote here.
The
Can't do
powerful
anything here.
message to a powerful episode.
You've heard Gavin Free.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of Europe, UK.
Yeah. We'll
saying.
end that episode there, and I think really the only thing from here is just like what I mean, just like what's Gavin's credit?
European.
Not anymore.
Let's find out.
All right, so here we are. This is our next trailer.
Brought to you
for,
by Napkin.
This is our next movie for theater mode.
The new Dungeons and
Oh
Dragons.
shit, dude! This is extremely relevant right now.
Absolutely. Oh, look at Hourglass.
Oh man. Oh shit! Does that happen in D&D?
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, if you roll a 1.
Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't do it.
Shot in a high school.
Hello, welcome to Chill.
Black.
Oh no.
Okay, well, Chill is this game in which you have to determine
It's like
the
a
fate of the
game.
killer.
Right?
Oh my
That's
god.
from 1987.
Because you know that girl be playing Dungeons and Dragons.
And everyone had 1080p
No, this is the
cameras.
next Dungeons and Dragons.
It's a
It's
whole
going
new
for a
level.
broader market.
Oh, it's serious. How many of them are going to
Oh
survive?
shit, dude! I mean,
Ooh,
probably
3.
one. Whoa! She was playing dead,
That's smart.
but except she screamed in his face.
Oh!
That guy won't survive, I bet.
People are
Maybe that was
really
a fantasy.
dead. That girl upstairs was not supposed to be here.
Holy shit!
Man, this is serious.
See, you don't show up uninvited to a
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons game.
Lots of ketchup in this movie.
Dude, it's no longer just a game. Oh!
Headshot.
Man.
Domed.
Do we have a drinking thing for headshots?
I think we're gonna have to invent one.
Chill alive.
Read if you can.
is true.
Body bag.
It's not a game.
White body bags.
Oh, watch out, kid! They're gonna get you next.
There's a nice Pelican case.
Chill the Killing Games.
Whoa!
So that's our next video, our
Dude, I
next
love
movie.
Katniss.
For yeah. So if you want to watch this with us, become a sponsor over on roosterteeth.com or achievemehunter.com and watch this amazing movie with us.
It's a metagame of torture.
Got it. Those are beautiful. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that genius right there. Oh, she's going for it. She's going for it. She's going for it.